shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
No, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the Mr. Machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Letts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death, and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid phone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The hummus chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing.
Hello, everybody. How are we? Good? Are we good? After my weekly store run, but I wanted to come in and say hi. King Geo, hello, King Geo. How's everybody doing? Oh, I had a lovely fucking run. I did a fucking. Chris Betts is just eating dinner. I would like. What are we gonna get for King? All right. King Geo's a good grocery shopper. I've been to the grocery store a lot. Here's what he does. He's very good at finding meat treats. You know what I mean? A meat. There is Tim Tams in Canadian grocery stores. Geo, are you going to a Metro? Geo, King Geo. If you're going to a Metro, there's fucking Tim Tams. If you're going to fucking Loblaws, then you can fuck off. You're not going to a fucking Metro, bro? Where are you fucking going? Also, I hate my Metro. Well, why do you hate Metro? Are you going to a fucking Farm Boy? Great, Baldy. Great Canadian reference. I don't know if he would go. I bet he's going to a fucking Farm Boy. If I know that portion of where he lives, motherfucker, I always find Loblaws. Ew, Galen Weston. Why don't you eat Galen Weston's asshole? Blah blah blah. Yeah, that Arrested Development character was very off-putting. Exactly. Yeah, Galen Weston's father is blah 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 blah. Chris is having dinner. It took him 3 hours to that was me, by the way. Blah 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 or Galen Weston. He's taking his fucking sweetest time as our Chris. Also, I told Ed Knight to come on. In typical bully fashion, because Ed Knight bullies me, did not show up. What are you scared of, Ed? Do I have to start a fucking Twitch feud? That wasn't a fire. One's brewing, though. There it was. Never been on a slopey travelator to get your groceries before Loblaws. Ed has gone for a piss and drink, and then he said he'd be in touch. Thank you, Baldy. Yes, no, I've also spoken to him, but I don't like that he's taking his time. Ted Hill did go to Ben. That's a shame. What about Ken Cheng? Might pop on after a stream. Great, good news. Thank you for you guys handling this. I like supporting the third Richard. Do you like supporting Galen Weston? Fun fact about Galen Weston: a member of my family was at his wedding and heard his grandmother say, "Now this will be a fine merger." Also, I'm thinking about spending $100 on fun shirts on Amazon. I just feel like I need some new fun shirts. I think I'm going to do a spring cleanse today. I think that's going to be one of my activities. Because I can't leave the house. This was supposed to be a short stream because I was supposed to go to physio.
Whoa.
Oh, are we hanging out at fucking comedy clubs?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Just
I didn't
feeling
know.
at home.
I better head over to my local comedy club then. Let me just turn this off.
I feel like it's in Austin.
It is not. We can talk about that. Do you know, did you just say that, or do you know like what's happening with all the LA comedians going to Austin, Texas?
Oh, no. I mean, that makes sense with all the Rogan and all those guys going. But I just said it because I thought you were going to bring up Alex Jones.
Oh, no. I can actually. That's probably, yeah, he is, helping make sure that political correctness is fine.
Look at this guy. He's got a mission, right? I mean, fuck knows what it is, but it's a
I
mission.
was because this photo was just on my desktop, and I was just looking at like what photos can I put on my desk. I almost made this my desktop, like just his face, because look how fucking confused he is.
Yeah, he looks like a big lost baby who isn't sure if he's gonna laugh or shit himself.
I want to know what's going on with dinner. Also, Little Fox, I am very much considering buying all those fun shirts. Only one of them clashes with green screen. One of them's a thick striped shirt, which I really have been wanting for a while, so I can look like Pablo Picasso.
Ooh, very nice. Vertical or horizontal?
That way.
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a green screen King Geo WTF. Although we're not talking to King Geo WTF right now because he goes to Loblaws as opposed to the far superior Metro.
They don't do Metro out west. We're Safeway babies.
It's the same thing.
Save on foods. Save on foods. That's the ticket. That's the one. That's Canada's. It's Canada's grocery store. Why?
No.
It's cheap. You save on it.
Farm
save
boy.
on what? Foods.
What's your favorite British grocery store? I'm a Sainsbury's man all the fucking way. Best meal deal sandwiches, most consistent layout.
Sainsbury's in a real one. Tesco's in a small one.
Say that again. Sainsbury's in a real one, Tesco's in a small one. Yeah.
Every time. Yeah, if it's a big ass one, then you take me to that Sainsbury's. Tesco feels like a Walmart. It bums me out. But you give me a little Metro, you give me a little train station. I'm all Tesco, baby. They do it efficient. They do it right. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, but the Tesco sandwiches are subpar in comparison to the Sainsbury's.
Oh, I make my own. It's cheaper anyway. You buy a mini baguette. You buy some charcuterie meats. You get maybe some cheese, maybe some spinach. Chuck
Yeah,
it
but
all in there.
When you're
Hummus?
jumping,
Ooh.
when you're jumping on a train, nah.
Yeah.
Meal deal. Get the fruit, prawn Sammy, bottle of sparkling. Get the fuck on that train, motherfucker.
Mm.
Get your 99p coffee from. Oh, look who it is.
Prep.
Look who it is.
Oh shit! Team Chad.
I'm
here.
Team
I'm here,
Chad.
Chaz, what is your favorite British grocery store? That's what we're
Ooh.
talking about.
That's a really good question.
It certainly is. That's why we're asking it.
There's not one near me, but I'm very partial to a Morrison's.
A Morrison's.
Shocking.
I'm very partial to a Morrison's because every other British supermarket has
it
like their own brand, like chocolate milk and strawberry milk. But it is only a Morrison's that has their own brand white chocolate milk.
I've never had that. I do actually like the Morrison's for the occasion. If you find a big Morrison's, they'll have a salad bar.
Oh,
and
shit.
They do. They have a big old salad bar.
And let me tell you, you can get a fucking punch bowl for £3 and just fill that motherfucker with salad. You're eating pretty.
I did buy two punch bowls after I moved into my flat because I'm like, I'm going to be entertaining all the time.
Did you?
I'm going to need all these punch bowls.
When
Out
have
of
you
punch
ever?
bowls?
When have you ever been at a fucking party and you've been like, this needs a punch bowl?
Were you
This is
reading
a
catering
football.
books from the 20s?
Were you
I
hosting
love
a
making
Niles?
punch.
Were you Were you hosting an octung? I fucked that up. What's your favorite type of punch?
Oh, well, I make a lot of different punch.
If you say milk punch, I will slap you through.
Yeah,
the
if you say
Milk
milk
punch
punch,
is
I'm taking
okay,
my
but it's
webcam
not
into the
like-
bathroom.
It's like
That's
I've
not a
only
thing.
made
Hang on,
milk punch
hang
for
on.
an Always Sunny themed punch night.
Mm.
Thank you, King Geo. You've entered Estuary mode. Is milk punch an actual thing? I will Google
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
better
it's a
not.
real-
Bourbon
thing.
whiskey
It's a real
and
cocktail.
milk, and you put a bit of nutmeg on top.
It's not good. It's a mistake. It's a big bad thing.
That is nothing compared to the hideous punch that I made.
Oh no! What is this? A brandy cocktail made with milk and oh no!
Well, that's also
Also-
basically Brandy Alexander is brandy, cocoa, and milk. So like it works in theory,
Yeah.
but you don't put it in a fucking punch bowl. It's got milk in it. That's for juices, baby.
Yeah, you can't have that much open air milk. Everyone knows that about milk. It's not an open air beverage.
No.
Also, look at these absolute
Oh my God.
monsters on this blog. Look at these yuppie. These kind of people move into a neighborhood, immediately complain about the cool music from the good bar, and start referring to certain
That
groups
is-
of people as colored.
That is every fucking profile picture on on Bumble where the bio starts with the caption "couple looking for a third."
Yeah.
They don't even look like real people. They look like AI generated avatars of suburban cool folks.
As soon as this photo was taken, this man spat in this woman's mouth and just went, "That's because your nose is too big, Karen."
He's one to talk.
Yeah,
Look at those fucking teeth.
Yeah, he's just-
Chomperoo.
And he's got such a flat, wide nostril. Look at this
He looks-
fucking large
He looks
nostril.
like Andy Cohen's idiot nephew.
Andy Cohen, as in from Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
Andy Cohen.
Yeah, he looks like Andy Cohen's idiot nephew.
Hello, Gareth Waugh. How are you? Hello, Liam. Good to see you.
You've not been on Glasgow Bumble. I have many years ago.
Glasgow Bumble, eh? What's your fucking score on Glasgow Bumble?
Guys, we got to become famous quickly. Let's get famous.
Shit, we did it.
Chaz, what are you drinking now? What kind of punch are you drinking right now? Tell me through your punch recipe.
I have found the drink that I enjoy the most at the moment is Buckfast and lemonade.
And
Are you okay? That's
Yeah, I'm fine.
that's the first sign of depression.
Yeah, man, I got my Buckfast and I got my
That's so brutal.
I got my sugar-free 7-Up.
Wait.
Oof. Wow, you're getting raided by bots. That's exciting.
Oh, is it a follow bot attack? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is not the first time I've seen this happen. In the past couple of weeks, actually, like
Yeah.
quite a few streamers that I watch have been hit by follow bot attacks.
I think it's
But-
just
It's a good sign because it means that you have enough of an audience to warrant a follow bot attack.
I mean, these follow bots are really fucking scumming the bottom of the barrel. We got to go after that guy. He just streamed to he just streamed to 13 people while watching fucking Vice City.
Wandering
Hang on.
Joy said Kay had 2,000 yesterday. That's got to be
Yeah.
a typo, right? There's no way
No,
it was 2,000.
Kay had 2,000. Kay got a raid from Limmy.
Yeah.
So that was like 1,000 people coming over.
Yeah.
And then about 150 stuck around to like
Mhm.
watch Kay, which is amazing because Kay's a
Nice.
wonderful human being and deserves
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
things in life. And then I guess the metrics on that, somebody was alerted to that. Somebody who has access to bots was just like, oh, well, a lot of people watch this person, so let's ruin this person's day.
That's so fun. Ed Knight, I just whispered you the link. You
Oh
prick.
shit, is Ed coming on?
I demand he does.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Chaz, we never got to your punch. What kind of punch are you making? What's your punch deal?
Okay, so there is a lethal punch of my own creation that I make, which is called the Glasgow Bar Brawl.
I gotta say, in your accent, that sounds like you're making fun of Glasgow as opposed to praising it.
Yeah, it
Oh,
sounded
no, I'm praising
xenophobic.
it. It's
Gareth,
it is
Gareth, do you want to
Buckfast,
come on?
whiskey and iron brew. And you think none of those tastes go together,
They don't.
but they do. They do.
But it does not in your body though. Taste, sure. But the rest, why would you do that to your party guests? That's a McPoyle wedding.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. And I have made Riot Milk and Fight Juice. No, Fight Milk and Riot Juice in the past as punches as well, which has
How
been
did
very
Fight
fun.
Milk work out? That's you had
Fight
to-
Milk was
you
basically
had to
just
give
a
it some
milk punch,
twists.
but I had to put like a lot of vodka in it as well because
Fair enough. Yeah.
they say like a bunch of grain alcohol. It's the same for Riot Juice actually. It's a bunch of grain alcohol as like the foundational element.
What's wrong with kids today and not just enjoying a nice fruit punch? Just a nice rum-based fruit punch.
Oh, I can make a fruit punch. I've made some lovely fruit punches in the past, but people like stuff that looks like it's going to kill you when you've put it in the glass. So like a redneck
No, they don't.
margarita.
They in fact don't. Do
Like
you
a
know
redneck
what?
margarita.
Chaz,
is
hang on.
great for that.
Just
They
put on
don't-
a lei, some hula music, and just relax your way into a nice evening with your friends.
Yeah, they don't want any of that.
Well, I know that for when you come round for punch.
Oh, I mean, how is Gareth beating Ed Knight onto the street? Ed Knight's getting bullied. So, okay, when Ed Knight gets on here, we're all asking about his lovely mom.
Is that Gareth
His lovely
Ward,
mum.
or did the stream get more handsome all by itself?
Oh, it certainly did. Gareth, can
Oh.
someone call Elliot Steele? Maybe we should just get him on the stream right now.
Yeah.
Someone get
Well,
Elliot.
Elliot.
Are we getting the himbos on? Is this a himbo only?
Yeah,
stream?
Yeah. Speaking of which, what happened to your face, Gareth? I don't like this end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody likes that I've shaved. It's
what is your
I
girlfriend?
mean, I can identify with that. Everyone's always furious with me when I lose my beard.
I
so-
don't like it.
Yeah.
Ed, you prick.
I
Get
went
on.
to leave the
stream.
mustache, and I was like, I just shaved it all off because I was worried that that's where the depression was hiding. I thought if I get it all off, then my mental health will be better.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, how did that
No,
work
no, I
out?
didn't.
Yeah, it never does. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I thought I'd
I mean-
sample it, but it didn't work.
Oh, look who it is! Look who decided to finally
it's
show
John.
up.
gang.
Shit.
What's Gucci?
The pick
Hey,
what's up?
Dawn.
Ed, can you turn your mic down just a touch?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You come into my stream talking about my mum like that?
Hey, your mom is a lovely woman and she deserves respect. And I just wanted to inquire about how she was doing.
John was
She's
telling me
doing
your
good,
mom's
man.
super hot. He said
Yeah,
8 out of
yeah,
10
she
would
is,
bang.
About that, man.
Would bang.
No,
Yeah.
I like to talk about that.
she's happily married. I just admire her beauty.
Well, she's married.
That's right. I'm not going after.
You guys talk about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I catch some of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, we've learned that Chaz, when he has a party, he likes to make beverages that are, and this is the emotion I would use to describe them, depressed.
Yeah.
What?
You ever had a Highland Spritzer?
Oh, I haven't heard of a Highland Spritzer.
No.
Is that
what
just
is
a
a-
punch in the face?
No, it's
Yeah,
a drink
yeah,
that I made up. It's
I'm all for original drink concoctions.
thanks. It's because a couple of years ago, all we had in the house was a bottle of vermouth and some Flatiron brew, and so I decided to drink that together.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
say all your drinks are very, culturally inappropriate.
Culturally inappropriate. Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
But
wait,
I think the
you're one of
Scot-
the Glasgow bar brawl, Chaz.
the Highland Spritzer.
Oh yeah, the
is a
Glasgow
lot
bar
more
brawl is
classy
a
than
is
that.
is a fantastic
Yeah,
punch,
flat iron brew.
and it's the
Doesn't
perfect
get much
accompaniment
classier.
to a game of Chardy McDennis, which I have done at parties in the past.
Excuse me, what is Chardy McDennis? And I'm the only one that makes it sound like that sounds like a slur of some kind.
Great game. Great game.
From a-
What
Chardy
is it?
McDennis
From
is
a
another.
I don't think we should tell John what it is.
It's another Always Sunny reference, but it can get pretty heated, especially when you get to round 3, which is all about emotional battery.
And drinking spirits, right?
Yeah, spirits. That's when you advance to spirits in Charlie McDennis. Yeah.
Sorry, do you mind if I
Yeah,
smoke in
yeah.
here, John?
Go nuts, mate. Chris is probably going to smoke in a bit. And Lord
If you're gonna
knows
smoke, can you roll me one, Ed?
Yeah.
Mm.
should I just smoke a bunch of weed? No. I
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Is it legal in California? It is, isn't
It
it?
certainly is. And I got to tell you, I've really taken to the culture. Last night, I worked out a bunch and watched that documentary. And by the way, please watch Varsity Blues, the documentary about the college scandal. Oh, my God.
Varsity
Delight.
Blues, yeah.
Yeah, mate. And it's almost as good as the original Varsity Blues where Dawson has sex with that whipped cream person.
Anything, any recommendation from Cali Swag Hastings is going straight on
Cali
the
mate.
watch
Swag
list.
Hastings.
Certainly. My entire life is mostly just the California loving music video.
Surfing USA Hastings.
They're legalizing weed in New York, aren't they? I read that the other day.
I mean, it's going to be legal all over the state of California, and then Warren Buffett's going to get another $1 billion and use that to buy a boulder that he'll drop on Elon Musk.
That's not
Do you
bad.
just do the smoking of the weed, or do you invest in the gummies from the dispensary or any of that stuff?
I had one of those gubbies on Friday night, and I can only say that it made everything incredibly interesting. And I literally just sat on a couch, not even watching TV. It was just a blank screen. And by the way, I was with a friend of mine. We both took gummies and just then stared at a wall for a while, laughed our asses off, and then both fell asleep on the sofa. It's
Yep.
pretty great. Oh, by the way,
That fucking rules.
they were 15 milligrams, which I then Googled, and they were like, if you've never taken edibles before, start with 5. 15 can really jump on your roof. I was like, well, they probably should have put that on the thing.
Kid in my school did that with truffles that he ordered off the dark web.
My God.
Just stood in front of a mirror crying at himself for about 5 hours.
Well, yeah,
We've
those are
got some
mushrooms.
truffles from the dark web. We
Did you
specifically
see-
trained some pigs. We put them into the dark web. They
Did you
found
see Elliot Steele asking for weed on Facebook?
What
Yes.
are you talking about?
No.
What
People
are you
post
talking
on Facebook like, where can I get weed?
All right, someone get him on the phone. Let's
Elliot,
get him on the
where's
phone.
Elliot?
Right, yeah, Gareth, can you call him?
Sure.
that is the last That is the last stand of a desperate man.
I mean, this is crazy. I was trying to sell people instruments at this trade show in California while absolutely fucked off like 12 edible gummies a few years back. They're also so crazy because you feel wonderful, but also to the point that you forget. You just think it's your emotions. Like you're like, what, man? That fucking salmon I poached was fucking great.
Alex makes a good point. I am nearly at 420 followers. I'm 19 followers off, and I have exactly 69 subscribers.
Oh.
Everyone jump over to Chaz right now. Close the loop.
Drop a
everyone follow.
Close it. Everyone follow. Close that gap. I need 19 more follows.
Also, everyone follow Ms. Wrecking Ball in the chat, who jumped on my stream and gifted 5 subs today to get me over my sub goal. Very
nice.
Clutch behavior. Very cool.
Nice.
Very
We
cool
love
stuff.
to see it.
We love to see it. I'm actually only 338 followers off 420. So if you could all jump over to mine as well.
Yeah. Everyone follow Ed. So Ed, Ed is getting a penis extension. Wait a minute, what's going on? Edward.
Yes. Hi. Sorry. The point of my sub goal was to get a. People said they would only subscribe if it was to fund surgery to make my cock look like Orlando Bloom's cock.
What does Orlando Bloom's cock look like?
Have you not seen the pictures of him with his cock out on a surfboard?
No.
Yeah, there's loads of pictures where he's like just got his cock out on a surfboard.
What
I
is it?
missed out on that cock picture.
He's like surfing with Katy Perry or something, and he's got like a really big hog, and it's just out.
Wait a minute, what? He's just surfing with his dick out?
Yeah,
That's one way to bring your career back, I guess. Good for you, Orlando.
He doesn't
Everyone-
need.
Yeah, I was about to say,
He's
does
got that
anyone
Harvey
who
Milk
was
one.
in The Lord of the Rings need to work again?
Well, if they were paid by line, he only said 8 things in all 3 movies. So
What
Yeah.
the hell is going on?
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
looking
looking at Orlando Bloom's
I
cock
am
right now.
looking-
Pedigree chum. He's got a chunker. He's got that fucking deodorant can. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
gonna
don't think I've
say
seen a
this.
celebrity penis pic since
I wouldn't say it's
Lenny
it's-
Kravitz.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz is
Oh, yeah.
delicious. I wouldn't say that
Good.
Orlando Bloom's is a deodorant can. Also, by the way, there are so many zoom ins of Orlando Bloom's penis. And the weirdest part of this whole thing is Orlando Bloom completely naked, Katy Perry on the surfboard, like in a bikini. Like that's the weirdest thing is that
he doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
That's the weirdest part. I'm gonna say it's too thin to be Coke can cock. I'm gonna say it.
No. Sorry, it's certainly the biggest cock we've ever had on my stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
for
but that's
long,
well, it's
not
the
every
only
John
other
hasn't
one.
guessed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on earlier, Chaz.
I accidentally
Hey-o.
saw.
Yeah. Make your jokes in the fucking waiting room, Chaz. There you go.
Whose dick you seen, Gareth?
I accidentally saw Joel Dommett because
Accidentally. First of all, there was no accident when that man's sex tape went around. The amount of comedians.
deliberately when it happened 8 times, but on my stream the other day, somebody was talking about his hair, so I googled Joel Dommett, and it's like straight away in the images, and everyone was like, "Close it, close it." I was like, "What? It's male nipple. It's fine." And then I saw the dick, and I went, "Oh, close that down."
I seen Joel Dommett's cock when he did that stand up to cancer thing at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh yeah,
Horribly inappropriate, if you ask me.
Wait,
What, he got his dick out on stage?
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
I was lying for a joke.
But wait,
Oh,
didn't
okay.
he?
That sounds like something he'd do. He's a
I
very
feel like
handsome
he
man.
Dommett at the wrestling, and I was like legitimately surprised by how athletic he was.
Yeah, that's when he got super head.
I remember there were only 2 comedians who like really covered themselves in glory, like in terms of athleticism at the wrestling. It was Dommett and it was Gad.
yeah,
Like-
Gad well into it.
Yeah, he's top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, did Dommett interrupt any of your shows? That was like going to be his thing.
Oh, I have a reasonably
Not mine.
vaguely interesting story about this, which was that my friend Alex, who did the improvised James Bond at the Fringe, and it was
Oh,
on at
no.
midday, and they got a call from Joel Dommett's agent being like, so he's trying to do 100 shows. I think, is it all right? Like if he comes on, it's like, yeah, that's fine. So he's going to come on and he's going to like do a roll into the center of stage and say, the name's Dommett, Joel Dommett.
No,
Wait. No, wait. He wasn't that. He was like, he's going to roll into the middle of the stage and say, the name's Joel Dommett. And the guy from the show was like, wouldn't it make more sense if you went, the name's Dommett, Joel Dommett, and had like a 10-minute back and forth with this agent about how, no, because that's not the parody of the quote. That's he has to say his last name.
Oh, yes! What are you doing here?
Oh my God! Here he is.
Yes!
Here he is, troublemaker.
No.
Why have you got a shirt on
Oh,
in your house?
I was just having a nice day wearing shirts. And, it was what.
Elliot, couple of questions for you off the hoop. One, why were you asking for weed on Facebook? Two, have you seen Orlando Bloom's penis? And have you seen Joel Dommett's
I'm gonna
penis?
Google Orlando Bloom's penis right now.
Oh, I haven't seen Orlando Bloom's hog, actually.
Everyone go look at Orlando
Take a
Bloom's
look.
penis. Elliot, how are you doing, my love? Elliot.
He's gone.
Looks
That's a
looks
wrap.
like somebody
It was
found
nice to
some
have him.
weed
He's
on
down the Bloom-
Facebook.
He's down the Bloom hole.
Yeah.
Do I need an incognito window for this?
Nah,
I mean,
it's just
no.
like it's just tabloid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
He has-
a
That's
No
so
reason
funny. It's
to have
so unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see the photo? It's so it's so
Yeah.
weird also. Because also like her face denotes that she doesn't know that there's just a
Yeah, they're
naked
doing that.
there's a naked friend of John Rhys Davies right behind her.
It's a fine
Friend
penis,
of
is what I
John
would
Rhys
say.
Davis. Is that a euphemism?
yeah.
I mean,
Probably quite cold. He's probably been in the water, so that's not bad.
I mean, it's not the biggest cock I've seen, but it does look
No.
like the tastiest.
Yeah.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of questions. One, have you seen Joel Dommett's penis?
No.
You didn't
Oh.
watch the Joel Dommett sex tape when it came out?
I just seen it.
I'm not. I don't
Oh, he's
watch anything
circumcised.
I won't watch anything Joel Dommett does. Sex tape, the fucking. Compete with my mum for all I know. I don't fucking care.
No, come
I
on.
like Joel. I'm giving him shit. I really like Joel. No,
Oh.
I'm not gonna.
Oh,
not
back
gonna-
Somebody's heading all the way back to the bike shed.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I
Someone-
really like Joel, but
Somebody doesn't want another tense meeting with the curve.
Hey mate, can you stop cutting off our ex and Johnson?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
no.
it's gonna be a version of that conversation that had to have after he said to Michael McIntyre, everyone says you're a cunt, but
that wasn't me.
no, I know that wasn't you. I know
Oh,
that
right,
wasn't you.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
my favorite story anyone's ever done ever in the universe.
It's very funny.
Who was that? I missed this one. Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know that story.
You don't know
Private
that
chat.
story? Private chat.
Private chat.
Private chat. Private chat.
Yeah.
All right. Your second question, Elliot, was about asking to buy weed on Facebook.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Did you get weed on Facebook?
I got a few people who like messaged me and stuff. Yeah, it was really easy. It was-
How
Elliot,
many-
there's a guy watching right now called Liam Greenjacket who says if you need a hookup, he's your guy. So if it didn't work on Facebook, you got it on Twitch.
Liam, follow me.
I went through. I had one of those like lockdown stages where I was like, I'm gonna get back into smoking weed, and then I just went, I can't.
Elliot,
I
gotta
can't be
tell you,
bothered.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
I know it is, but I just don't want to be a stoner again.
Also, I agree. I'm going to be on Elliot's team for this one because John Hastings, you have access to California weed, but we
Yeah.
only have access to Croydon weed.
Yeah, our weed's
Not the
grown
same.
by a
We are-
Vietnamese child above a shop. Like it's
I only
like,
vape-
We're not the same.
Like it's really bad how it's done over here. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
the
not good.
I
I only
can't-
started smoking weed this year, so in my 30s, and not even proper. I've been vaping it.
I've been smoking it in a glass pipe. It's been wonderful. Like, granted,
You sure that's weed, big guy?
I have not been smoking at all, but I did have a CBD bath bomb, which was lovely.
I had a load of
it's
fucking. A friend of mine got given a load of fucking CBD tea for anxiety, and she gave me loads of it. And I mean, it sucked because he had to have about 5 cups to get a buzz. But it's good that you can just get that stuff in shops here now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
pretty cool.
Green. I think a Liam Green Jacket is definitely someone to fuck with. Fuck weed, lads. Premium hash is where it's at these days. Twice the strength of John's Cali weed.
This is why I don't
Sick.
touch weed because of people like who's like, oh, it's twice the strength. It's like, can I just have something that's not gonna make me a social mess?
All right.
Can I
say
just
that.
have something that
Let me
I'm
just-
gonna watch Family Guy and like laugh at it? Like, can I just
Okay.
have that?
So I you know,
You need pretty strong weed for that.
Dude, I watched it. I
Yeah,
watched
like if
it
it's
the other
post
day.
season
It's-
3,
it's
you're in
the-
trouble.
No, Elliot, sorry, what was that?
the first few seasons of it, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
season
watching.
1 to
You're
3.
You're watching the rehabilitation of Seth MacFarlane. Let's go.
But here's the thing. I've learned because I used to smoke it and then just get a panic attack. So what I realized is you just got to kind of ride that wave and be like, come on, come at me, panic attack. And after 20 minutes, then you're just like, woo, we're flying.
Yeah.
Let's put on
Oh,
some
thanks.
tunes. Let's drink
Not really
some
my
water.
experience with it.
I'll say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but what is-
you go on, Elliot.
What's the
No.
name of the weed you're smoking, Gary?
I'm
Who's
smoking
drinking?
right now one that's called Sunset Punch. Comes in these
Oh.
little medical grade tubs.
Yeah, I'm smoking one called Green Crack and another one called OG.
Green crack, great. I've had
Yeah.
green crack.
Green Crack and OG Simpson.
Yeah,
Well, one
It may-
I ordered,
hey,
I
listen.
ordered yesterday off my dealer, and he has one called Obama Kush, and I was like, give me that.
Oh,
It's called OG Simpson because you black out and then you wake up driving a white Bronco down the highway.
yeah. I
You
should,
can't put gloves on after you've smoked it.
yeah. I should probably start smoking OG Kush or OG Simpson more because I don't have a wife either.
Oh,
shit.
Come on, keep it light, man.
Yeah,
Video.
yeah.
That's a family show, John.
No, you fucking tell me what to do, Ed.
He's
There
getting
you
what
go.
he deserves.
That's what you fucking get, Ed. That's what you fucking get.
I
You're
have something.
back.
For so long since we have all this stuff when I smoke weed, it was like white rhino and amnesia, and that's it.
Do you
Like,
remember?
you
the-
Hang on.
Open the
Don't
weed or
fucking,
not?
Ed,
Do you remember
do
the
not act
rumor?
like you are old enough to be able to say back in my day.
Yeah, I am. Because now you've got all this legal shit
Oh,
coming in from America.
Do you remember?
John.
I remember the rumor about White Rhino that it was laced with crack. Was that that was the rumor that went
Oh, yeah,
around?
it was
Like if
the
you
rumor.
smoked White
Yeah.
Rhino, it was like you're smoking
You're
crack.
actually smoking crack, yeah.
Like was
John,
a-
have you
that
heard
was-
of the app Leafly?
I have heard of the app Leafly.
It's real good. I love reading people's reviews of weed when they're really high.
Oh, you know what? I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have just found ourselves a nice activity for the stream.
Yeah.
An actual structure?
I mean, yeah, we try.
Yeah, we're working on it. We got bits. We got bits.
Yeah,
We
we're
got
gonna
chunks, we got bits.
we're gonna read from my fucking my blog that was written
Listen,
when
John,
I was younger than Elliot and Ed.
genuine question.
We're fucking old now.
Do you think your purpose on this earth is to be a clown? Were you put on this earth to be a clown?
You know, I am a silly Billy. I'm good with money. I'm good with my money. I'm just not good with her money. You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
great. These are all direct quotes from John's 19-year-old live
Could you
journal.
name your
Fucking
3
beautiful.
personal strengths?
Oh, I don't remember what did I say they were?
Confidence, creativity,
Oh god.
and fucking something else.
Drop a link to
Huge
this
Orlando
live
Bloom
journal,
esque wang.
Wait, did you write what? What is this we've stumbled into?
Yeah.
Oh mate.
This is our first time here.
I,
You've
don't-
got you've
don't
got
worry,
you've
you'll
got
get
a
it.
life journal.
I got 2 live journals, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Let's
you can
see
see
it.
the thoughts that he used to share in public.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's just put it this way. If I had done those as an Edinburgh show, depending on the year and what my vibe was, I either would have been nominated for Best Newcomer or nominated for what are those fucking a Malcolm Hardy Award, and yet still reviled by the industry.
Oh, Alex has been saying in all caps, can we listen to Tom Tuck's dad commercial again?
Yeah, we probably can. I don't. Can someone find the link to it? I feel like we shouldn't until he's fucking here though, because
It's Tom
Because
coming on.
there will be questions.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Is Tom,
okay.
is Tom coming? Is he coming on this?
I don't know
Yeah, he
where
comes
Tom
on. He
is.
comes
I
on pretty
mean-
regularly.
I
If he
mean,
shows
I don't
up, we'll put
know.
him
It's 20 to 11. He's probably fallen asleep.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Last time I
yeah.
smoked weed, it was just blocks of compressed turds. I don't know what good. What?
This is a pretty good review of Green Crack. That it's the first one on the page.
Go ahead.
I feel like I don't have arms. I just really want gazpacho. I like leopards and bobcats and Stefan from the Vampire Diaries. Sold. Give me one
Is
of
that
them.
good? Is that
Yeah.
Is that positive?
He's just listing stuff he likes.
I'm trying to find, there it is. Views. Okay. What's also great about this is you go to the strain page.
Yeah.
All right. This is what I smoked a shitload of and watched a bunch of documentaries yesterday, which I got a news for you. I think it's going to happen again today. Hang on. Let's find where are the reviews on this? It's on the bottom, right?
Yeah, I think they're at the bottom.
There we
you
go. You
Past
scroll
them.
past them.
Oh no, I wanted to read the strain spotlight.
Liam Greenjacket in the chat says that Leafly is not the one. There's
wow.
there's a different strain history and genetics website that we must check out.
Go. What is the
Oh,
website?
really?
What's it called? Oh, yeah. All right.
I don't want to go back to
Seedfinder.eu.
the old days of buying drugs off of people where it's just a spaced out 20-something woman in Ugg boots and her terrifying boyfriend.
I remember the first time I ever bought something that goes up your nose. I was so nervous in the drug dealer's car that I just farted so loud and so long. And then he got so I just remember that I was in the back seat because my friend made me go with him, and he just turned around and went, "Did you just fart in my car, man?" And I remember I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm just a bit nervous. And then I remember he said, "Why are you nervous?" And I was like, "Because you're a drug dealer, motherfucker."
Yeah, but I'm a good guy.
That's a very
No.
sweet answer.
Oh,
You,
I'm a
sir.
bit nervous.
Like it's you're a criminal. You know what I mean? Like I mean, so am I, but
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, he has possession with intent. I'm just possession. I'm less of a criminal than him.
What nose drugs was it?
The fun ones.
Antihistamine.
Drug dealers don't appreciate being pigeonholed. I know, but supposedly, allegedly, this never happened. By the way, this is all for
alleged.
humor.
All alleged.
All a lie.
And you don't seem like someone that would ever have done nose beers.
Yes, actually, me and you are just built different, I guess. Actually, one of the last gigs I had before the lockdown, I was doing tour support for Paul, and we went to like fucking Lincoln.
Tour support. I'm going to say this right now. Say the last name of the comedian.
Tour support for Paul Sinner.
There we go.
Paul, the Cinnamon Sinner. Sorry.
Thank you.
And we went to it was like the first day of the tour. It was like at a student union. So he was like, "You'll be great for this. You'd like come down. It'll be all students." It wasn't all students, obviously. There were like 2 students there, and they brought us back to a party that we kind of thought was going to be a bit lame, but it was not. It was actually really lit. I ended up in a fucking K-hole, sprawled across the backseat of Paul's car on the drive back to Croydon. It was horrible.
Wait a
It
minute.
was like one of the students pointed to a loose bottle of cherry schnapps on the side, and she was like, "Oh my god, I dare you to drink all that." And I was like, "I'm not a child. I have to do my taxes tomorrow. Of course I can drink all that." So I drank all that, and then I had a load of kit. And there was a drug dealer. The one drug dealer at the party was like 10 years older than all of these kids, and kept talking about how much of a big deal it was in Manchester. He kept coming around to me and said, he kept going around to me. He kept giving me free keys, and he was like, "Here, we're all going to chip in for the new Pro Evo and play it. Do you want to give in a $5?" I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" He was like, "You can give me a $5. You can watch me play the new Pro Evo." Fuck off.
Everyone needs to Monzo me a $5 so I can go on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
Ed,
Grow up.
Ed, can you walk me through Paul Sinha at a fucking university party full of 19-year-olds?
It was so 19. Like these kids all love Paul, and they'd all met him before because he'd like hosted a quiz at uni or something. Yeah, because all they do is like watch the fucking chase all day, right? And so like he linked up with these students that he knew, and we all kind of went out afterwards. It was really weird because it was like in between me and Paul in the gig was when Kobe died.
Oh shit!
And
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
So
you
it
played
was.
in the break.
I'm not. No, I'm not saying my set was that bad.
Kobe was meant to be headlining, actually.
Yeah, it was terrible. That's why the gig was such a write-off.
How bad did Ed do on the gig? Well, it caused a fog.
The butterfly flapped
That
his wings
was
on the
John
venue.
smoking his OG. John killed Kobe.
It was such a crazy night because one of Paul's friends was in the audience, who is also the NBA correspondent for Sky Sports.
Oh shit!
So it was like a really like sad vibe, obviously, but then it immediately switched to like being a lot of business students from Lincolnshire who'd never even heard of the game basketball. It was fucking great.
They all said, let's all chip in a $5 and we can get 2K21.
Yeah, we can get NBA 2K21. Yeah.
Let's all
It's
chip
what he
in
would
a-
have wanted.
Yeah, chip in a $5 and maybe see if we can PayPal to Shaquille O'Neal so he'll sing that rap song again about Kobe, about asking Kobe how his dick tastes.
Listen, everyone needs to chip in a $5 so we could get multiple copies of Shaq Fu.
Yeah,
So,
that's
Ed, but Ed, so you're at the university. Kobe is now dead.
Kobe's dead.
Kobe's dead.
Rest in peace.
Oh,
Why
there's-
did you
there's-
word that question like you were doing a James Lipton interview? So,
I
you're
got.
at the university.
I want to go.
Kobe's dead.
Sounds like
I want-
cereal.
I want to get into why or how you. So you're at the party. What is Paul doing at the party where you're drinking
Yeah.
cherry
Hey, you
schnapps?
just heard.
So
No,
we,
he,
yeah.
no, but no. But he
No,
drove
Paul,
that.
He was-
let me clarify. It was not Paul.
He was naming rivers in France.
Yeah, it was not Paul doing any of that. I was the one that was doing the cat and the cocaine.
But was he
Um,
just chatting with fucking teenagers
That's
all
what
night?
I'm
Fitting
picturing.
in? That's the
I'm
part that I'm amazed.
Yeah,
I love
he-
Paul.
he-
He's a cool guy, but
So what,
Who
what,
else?
what,
He does that. He socializes in those situations. I've been on weekends with Paul where he'll just sit around with people and he just likes having a beer and talking.
he's great.
Like,
at
so
that, yeah,
so he's
exactly.
quite social. He just likes sitting there having a beer and having a chat.
Wow.
So what happened? I think there was. I'm not sure if it was me. I'm not sure if it was the students, but I think there was like a. What happened was, so like we did the show. It was pretty good. It was like the first night of the tour, new show for Paul. It was a really good show, and then Paul was basically like, "Oh, we're staying the night, so let's like have a drink, have a bit of a party or whatever." Because it's been a while since we've seen each other. First night of the tour or that, right? So we went to this bar with these students that he knew. And they were like, "Oh, we're going to move on to this sort of bar that's a bit more of a party vibe. How about we do that?" And so we did, and it was still like 11:30. So we were like, we just have a couple more drinks, then go back to the hotel, call it a night. But one of the kids didn't get let into this place because they had bubbles in their trainers. And I was like, it's fucking Lincoln on a Sunday night. You'd think you'd take any business that was going.
What do you
So
mean
they
they
were
have? Hang on. What do you mean they have bubbles on their trainers?
Like
Like
Air
the-
Maxes.
Like Air
Like-
Maxes, yeah, you're not allowed bubbles in your shoes in some places.
Why?
is that
What
like
is
how you
it-
can't wear like a football jersey or something?
Yeah.
It's just it will have been a rule because I reckon in like 1991 there would have been a story where someone smuggled something in one, and it just comes like it'll be like, don't answer your phone by a petrol station. Well, it's going to blow it up. How? Don't
it's
ask
also-
why. Like,
Exactly. I also think it's like a very like a soft form of like profiling as well, because there's
Yeah. That's
Like-
how I was
yeah.
reading that was.
yeah. So like basically, if we were going out when we were like teenagers, everyone would just be in the group chat like, to make sure you don't wear bubbles, don't wear bubbles, or that. So anyway, we didn't get in, and the students like, well, I guess we can go back to ours just for a. You're right, you're right there. Elliot.
I was
fear in your eyes,
I was
man.
really hoping no
You're
one was
such a
going to have seen
You're
that.
such a fucking boomer ordering your weed on Facebook and your mic.
It's just a stream full of boomers.
Yeah.
And so we went back to theirs, and we thought it was going to be like just like a couple of beers sitting around chatting like we were in the bar, but it wasn't. Like it was a big student house, so like half the people that lived there were already back there, like getting drunk and stuff, and all these guys from like other like unis or whatever or courses were there, and then we got there and someone handed me a big mug of Jaeger, and I was like, yeah, cool. It was a kind of like a Jack Daniel's honey kind of party,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Where
Oh,
that's
wow.
like a big thing that they've got.
No,
and it's,
I don't. Can you clarify what is a Jack Daniel's honey kind of party?
well, it's like, you know, when you're like
You couldn't have said
18.
that more sounding like a judge. I'm sorry, can you clarify? What is a
Yeah.
Jack Daniels honey party?
Order. Yeah.
Like, you know, when you're fucking like 18 and you get like a big bottle of booze and it actually tastes like shit, but you don't know that it tastes like shit yet. You're just like, oh, Jack Daniels honey, I bet that would be nice. Like, I can't, like, these kids were like 18, 19. They were like so young. But it was not the sitting around chatting vibe that we thought it was going to be. It was,
That's sick.
It was sick. It was just fucking sick. Yeah.
The only time I did no, I've done it twice. I think we spoke about it the last time when we played football, and Elliot gave me a line that I thought was cocaine, and it was Kep.
No, we did not talk
Oh.
about
Allegedly.
No, this happened.
I deserve to go to jail for it.
we were in Ibiza.
Elliot, did you get it off Facebook?
This is a while ago. You got on Bebo.
Pinterest.
Elliot, I have a
It's
question.
called Cat.
Elliot, just before we tell the story about you dosing Gareth, was your father at all pissed off that you were on Facebook just trying to get illegal drugs, even though because he's a public figure?
He was doing it for him.
Facebook is private, Burma.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think he knows. I don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's the worst of all my content.
Nah, I don't think it's top 10.
What was the worst content you've done?
Oh, there was a time I tweeted, about Schindler's List. It didn't go down too well. They were like, what if you could do a theme park on any film, what would you do? And I tweeted Schindler's List, but then I was like, oh, that's kind of hack. I was like, that's quite a hack like trope, like of all the Holocaust films. So I deleted that, and then I just wrote, I deleted it because I thought it was hack, not because of like any perceived thing. And someone went, well, if it was a hack, how did you get your account back so quickly? Like thinking that I meant hackers in hacked.
Yeah.
And then they tweeted my dad, going like screenshotted it and went, your son tweeted this. No, this is like he was gonna fucking ground me.
Yeah. Did he come and have a word with you?
No, he thought it was funny.
Okay.
He didn't give a shit. He's a comic. He doesn't care.
He didn't just hand you a pen and a notebook and be like, try harder.
Literally, he was like, we started going through it.
Jokes on my desk.
Yeah. It was like, boy in the striped pajamas would have been more.
The day that
I don't get.
You got to go obscure. You got to.
All my tweets are bangers, so I can't really have.
Is that true? Let's find out.
Let's find out. Let's see the receipts.
100%, nothing but, baby. No fucking flies on me, no flies on this guy.
And now we go over to John Hastings at the Twitter wall. John,
I want you all to know, by the way,
chair.
if you Google Ed Knight Twitter, Ed Gamble comes up first.
Oh no!
I think that's not a besmirch on you, but I'm just like, man.
If you search Ed Knight in like YouTube and stuff, the first video is like this woman from America thanking everybody for coming to like the education fundraiser night. It's bleak.
Blake, man.
Spent so long thinking of that name. I want to hear the Gareth.
Did you
I want to
spend
hear
a
Gareth's
long
story.
time thinking of it?
I think this has got me so shook. We could be possible. Interesting. What is Brit populism?
That's my podcast. That's my politics podcast.
Oh, what and what side do you come down on? You seem like a big Lib Dems man.
Libertarian.
Have you officially endorsed Leo Kearse yet?
Yeah. Are you officially...
No, we're all Yang Gang.
The man makes some points.
Does he?
He makes some points. I don't know what. I don't know what his points are, but he makes them. But
the important thing is that he makes them and he makes them loudly.
I like Leo, but I don't get whenever I watch Lawrence Fox speak, I like, you're a guy who says a lot of nothing. It's just like, and we're going to teach our kids that Britain's great and our history, and it's like, yeah, but would you? And he's like, and we're going to make Londoners proud again. And you go, yeah, but how? Like, where's the
is the most divorced guy on the planet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Real heavy divorced energy.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you this.
like,
I always
he,
get.
he did a fucking bump, and then he called up Billy Piper and he said, "I'm gonna fucking rent a bus and run for mayor if you don't let me see the kids."
I'm going to rent a bus.
Wait a
and I'm
minute,
going to put
wait a minute.
Churchill on it.
Wait a minute.
Put
His
Churchill on that bus.
ex-wife, Lawrence Fox's ex-wife, is Billy Piper.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God, she's terrible taste.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so, I really
Yeah, 'cause
like
I was
Billy
thinking
Piper,
about
but
Chris
she's
Evans,
really
so the-
fucked it on the husband's front.
Yeah.
Who else were her husbands?
Chris
Chris
Evans.
Evans, the DJ, not Captain
Not,
America.
not the one that signs bombs.
The one
Not
with
that
the glasses and the square.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Weird.
The one that isn't the one that isn't Keith Chegwin or Les Tennis.
Yeah, I would say like Chris Evans looks like Chaz if Chaz was stung by a million bees.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay, so but here's my question, and I don't. Whenever I hear now, there's a new like you know how in comedy there's all like sorts of phrases, especially in social media posts and stuff like that make you go. As soon as I hear someone go and wokeness or systemic wokeness, I want to throw all of my possessions at that person's head. Like it's literally like them saying like these bell-bottom jeans. It's like you understand that this is a trend and you're just standing in the way of progress and that never ages well.
I disagree.
Here we go.
It's fucking. It's 11 p.m. on a Wednesday.
It's just they're
Go
both
ahead,
as
Elliot.
bad, they're both as bad as each other. That's all it is. It's like they both need each other to survive.
Elliot, I
So you'll
just
do-
before you finish that thought, I want you to know that John is absolutely setting you up here.
Yeah. You are.
He did
I'm
this
sorry.
on
you are-
purpose. He
you-
lit a
you-
fuse.
This is John has propped up a box on a stick and it says "free bird seed" on it.
Yeah.
And you're fucking running straight towards it.
How about
the
the
moment-
rest of you? Let
and the
me
moment
fucking
that box
produce my
collapses.
fucking stream. And sometimes you gotta fucking set a fire to cook some fucking eggs. So all of you,
When that box collapses, a
all
sign
of
will be
you,
revealed
man.
that says
You
today is
understand?
Trans Day of Visibility.
yeah, you understand that we could have had Elliot doing the old J.K. Rowling right now, just ranting and raving about nonsense.
Yeah, but they both need each other. So your guy, like, you know what I mean? It's like
But hang on. And let me just clarify. Also, by the way, I love that we're jumping back into this. When you say they both need each other, what two groups need each other?
the angry fucking right wing, it's political correctness gone mad, that dude, and the fucking dyed hair, oh my god, everything, we all need to just wrap ourselves in bubble wrap and take care of each
Just
other.
to clarify,
Your hair's dyed, Elliot. Your hair's dyed.
Yeah, I know. I'm a contradiction, but
So
It contains multitudes. Okay.
it's a war between
It's a
people who
culture
are
war.
fighting a made-up enemy.
but it's not a
no,
cultural war.
Chaz, it's a war between two groups of people that don't exist. Like,
Yeah.
the culture war is the government doing releasing a report that is essentially like
It's essentially no racism here.
but it's essentially pro-white propaganda with the kind of language that's being used. I don't think the culture war is between your Travis McElroys and whoever else is.
But what do you mean
Elliot Steels?
pro-white propaganda? Because I didn't read the fucking report. All I saw was everyone scream about the report. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna read it. Do you know what I mean? There clearly is racism in the country. But then when the government the government can't even fucking sort out. So a load of people died in Grenfell when the government are like, oh, this is tragic, but what are you gonna do? So why does everyone look at the government like they're gonna do anything? They're not. That's just the government's just like 10 people. Well, I'm bad at my job. The government are bad at that. It's just a bunch of people. Do you know what I mean?
Just quick clarification. How do you feel about security guards at grocery stores?
They can get fucked as well. They can.
Okay.
Very, very centrist.
And what about these damn kids and their hippity hop music?
Yeah.
But
All
here's
three of those are the same. All three are the same.
And
But
there's
but-
kids skateboarding on a sidewalk. When's it going to stop, John? That's what I ask.
Damn right. Here's my whole thing though with this whole sort of thing is I don't understand why, and this is just a very micro complaint. I don't understand why a fair amount of comedians are looking at this whole thing and being like, I have never not heard political correctness is destroying comedy. And guess what? Comedy's doing just fucking fine.
Nobody's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, like what is
grifter, mate.
But it changes because like I will say this that like in writers' rooms and stuff now, I've noticed that there is and this is from good comics that I respect, comics that I'll go better than myself, people that I like to learn from. There's a trend where they go, should we do that joke? Because what if someone rings up and complains? Because the way it works is that when you have producers and stuff, if 20 people kick off on Twitter, that's enough for a producer and a production company where there's money involved in things to start going, fuck, even though it's only 20 people. So the show
what you're saying. Hang on, let me just give you another perspective on that. Is that instead of looking at it going, should we do that joke? Should we not do that joke? You can write that joke in a way where it's bulletproof and impervious to complaint. Here is an example. Louis C.K. spent about 3 years being one of the bigger public enemies out there. He was constantly vilified for very bad behavior. Here's something that they could have asked anyone on Twitter to further his canceling, which was correct.
Is anyone else very curious about where this is going?
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Check this out. No one brought up the first joke in the special Shameless in terms of proof of content that he shouldn't be allowed to say, and he said a bunch of words in that which anyone else presented it in a way that wasn't expertly would have resulted in them being kicked off of the fucking world.
That's a very good point. But how do you get to that level? Well, you've got to fucking bomb. Well, you've got to make a mistake. So you've got to do a version of a routine where it doesn't work. So
okay, hang on. But Elliot, just a point. Who's been canceled because they were at a new material night? Who's actually been canceled?
No. I don't think cancel culture is what it's made out to be.
No,
I don't think. But I still think
you're right.
I still think people people get in trouble. I know comics. There's enough and you just have to ride it out for a few days and be like, what are you gonna do? But it's
I think that phenomenon though has been around since time immemorial, since the foundation of the medium. And I also think it's not a blanket rule either. You see something like, it takes however many, like 50,000, 70,000, however many it was for someone like Ofcom complaints for someone like Piers Morgan to lose his job. But up until that point, his stock and trade was saying stuff that would.
Cool. So Piers Morgan didn't lose his job.
Yeah, Piers Morgan didn't lose his job. Go ahead.
Fucking. It's his whole stock and trade is saying that kind of thing.
Who is
Jeremy Clarkson?
No, Piers Morgan, GMB.
But
he quit.
He quit. Piers Morgan failed up. Piers Morgan. What it was is basically the weatherman pointed out that Piers Morgan was just being a sensitive Sam about the fact that Meghan Markle wouldn't return his text messages anymore, and then he walked off. And I only know that because Chris and I wasted however many hours of our life watching that entire segment, and then Piers Morgan just then rolled it into getting a fucking career with that fucking thumb-looking fellow who used to be on TV in the afternoon.
But I also don't think that invalidates the point, though.
No, it absolutely doesn't.
Because he didn't get sacked despite all those complaints for the very things that like I agree with the thing kind of about writers' rooms, kind of, but I also think that tiptoeing has kind of been a thing.
You are right.
Well, I would say again, just because like with guys like Piers Morgan, or like when Kanye said slavery was a choice, and things like that. When you've got that reputation, when you're already big and you've got the reputation for this guy might say fucking anything, then when you say fucking anything, it's fine. But like to defend Elliot, when you're coming up and you don't have a fan base and you haven't established your character or whatever, people are easier to be like, I don't know this guy, and how fucking dare he? And that can hurt your reputation when your reputation isn't already who that. Like no one's gonna get Finn Taylor for saying something crazy because he did Whitey McWhiteface and all that stuff. So it's like he's bulletproof on that, but other people haven't built up that reputation, which it can hurt you if the wrong thing comes through.
And not just that though. Is there are people in the industry. I'm sorry to the audience who just have to hear us talk about 6 white guys talking about comedy industry again.
This is John's fault, by the way. We were having a very nice time talking about
this is basically a podcast at this point. So
But like I got some shit from that same affair. Those guys, I don't know her. I agree with that. I don't know her at all. I don't know her as a person. She's a producer or a showrunner or something. It's fucking.
Timer's great, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's not. And
I'm a big fan. I'll fight Timer's corner.
But she accused me of hating disabled people. She's never met me. She don't know if I hate disabled people or not. That's not. She just accused me of that because I disagreed with her on something.
Yeah, what was her evidence? What
was the?
Did you post something on Facebook where you're like, I want to get so much weed that I'm going to need a wheelchair, even though I don't like people in wheelchairs?
No, I was just asking about the have a word thing where she accused them of like they are the reason that she was accusing them of hating disabled people and stuff, which like first of all to defend them, like Adam's mum, I believe, lost a leg at one. Like it's not. So
I'm so confused on what the fuck.
Oh, was this the thing with Adam Rowe?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you
the
were
Adam
in
Rowe
trouble.
podcast thing. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened? I don't know about this.
And she started accusing them of hating disabled people, and I was putting everything on Twitter with like bracketing like how I meant it. Like, hey, I'm not trying to have a go. I'm just asking. What here has led you to believe that? Like, what here is just leading you to believe they hate? And then she was like, well, I've seen your tweets and you clearly hate disabled people as well. And the way I take that is you're a deeply unhappy person in your own life and you're projecting it onto everyone else through this moral arbitrary of like, I'm correct on everything. My mum does it, all right? My mum's an incredibly left-wing person. I have to be right on everything. And the minute you get these kind of people, it's just like, dude, if you start every conversation from the opinion of I must be correct, like where's the fucking chance of progress?
No, but
do you see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Just to circle back to like a previous point about I do believe that the argument.
Yay, Ray! What is
so he can interrupt me when there's a raid.
Does Suze want to come on? Join in the fun?
Suze, do you want to come on?
We could really very terse conversations.
It's a very terse conversation. The reason why, like, I feel that the importance about like the nature of a comedy and the idea of censorship and taking a side and things, I would believe the arguments more if the people on the like, oh, comedy's under threat side weren't coming from such a disingenuous angle. Because from what I can see, the person who has specifically placed themselves at the forefront of this is Andrew fucking Doyle.
Please. Yeah.
And Andrew fucking I've listened to him speak and he's just like, oh well, I hate bullies on both sides. I hate bullies on both sides and I hate fucking hypocrisy. I'm like, then why did you go on a tour that was you and a right-wing journalist? But like, what position are you coming from?
Yeah, but he's gonna fucking do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just fuck him. And like, if he wants to do that, he wants to do that.
This is the deal, though, right? You don't get to do whatever the fuck you like without people having the right to reply, especially not in the age of social media where that stuff's prevalent. And people are, I think, rightly more vigilant than ever about these kinds of things because we are not only because that's rightly the way that the world is going, but because, like, let's be honest, we live in the kind of environment that requires that hypervigilance because things are absolutely fucked at the moment for disabled people, for like people like who are suffering from racism and stuff. Like there's horrible stuff going on right now for the GLT communities, and it's so fucking hard to make any progress. I don't think it's about like the kind of the you know like the marketplace of ideas and all that. It's just so hard to make any kind of progress when people are intentionally stymieing you with this like decorum politic shit about having to justify your position with the language of the people that are making it so difficult for you to exist.
I 100% agree with everything that Ed is saying. Let's move off of this topic.
Say, this is 100%. Such a hilarious chat.
Exactly. And get under the. Let's go.
I'm just gonna.
And dinner was delicious.
I should have made my my name something that wasn't Piss Gang.
Yeah. I know.
To not undermine everything I'm saying.
Really tough for disabled people. Piss Gang, tell us more.
Let's instead get onto the much more fun and light topic.
Yes, of Chris. Off stream, you were talking about a solution to Israel-Palestine. Could you elaborate?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh fuck, guys! Fucking hell! Sorry, just before we.
No,
This is a funny bit. Don't worry, this is a funny bit. I'm exfiltrating. I saw an episode of the Hairy Bikers the other day where they went to Israel. They went to Israel and they were like, I think the one thing, oh, you fucking cunts. All right, I'm stopping my camera as well. Well, welcome to my stream, everybody. My name's Ed Knight. I saw an episode of the Hairy Bikers the other day where they went to Israel and they intimated that the way to solve everything that's going on was to cook a really nice dinner. It's the most batshit
What
thing
are
I've
you
ever seen
talking
in my
about?
life.
Did they actually say that?
Yes, they said, now we've been to Israel and we've been to Palestine. And
I
they both
know
have
the- I
some
know the-
absolutely
I know the
classic.
clip you're on about.
They both have some
No.
absolutely classic chicken dishes. Maybe this is the way to. It was bonkers. It's the most bonkers thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's
Those two. Yeah. Fucking turn your cameras off now, boys. He's done it. He's already done it.
Hamas and the IDF just shaking hands, going, I got to
Yeah.
give it to you, man. You could
Over a
you cook a
fucking-
mean roast.
Over a Toby Carver. It's bonkers.
yeah,
What do you call this? Edgery.
Okay, but hang on, Ed. What was it called? Okay, is the Hairy Bikers
The
Israel
Hairy Bikers.
episode?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna fucking.
The Hairy Bikers are absolutely bonkers, though.
What's that? I'm gonna get. I was gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna get a beer because it's quite fun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, go.
God,
go-
I'm
I
gonna
had
be
a
up
beer
for a
for
while
so
because
long.
I got my buckfast, baby.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
let's
okay,
fucking.
Matt.
Where do you remember where
I
in
do
the
have to go in a
episode?
bit. I
Where
think
do
it was
you
like
have-
right at the start. I'm gonna go and Skype my girlfriend.
Oh,
Are
That's
you
like
Skyping your
really-
girlfriend in 2002? Because
Yeah, we're gonna get on MSN.
yeah.
fuck yeah!
Go on
no.
GeoCities together.
I miss
Have an
that.
Yeah.
illicit rendezvous at Habbo Hotel.
Get on a plane without being frisked. All of that.
It
It's been a-
sounds, that
been a
whole
year.
Hairy Biker thing sounds a lot like Paddy McGuinness's end to his tour show.
What are you talking? What is
Numbers
the
on
end
my
of?
Bucky. Sorry.
Okay.
Somebody asked me what number is on my Bucky because I've had this asked before, and it's on the bottom of the bottle, and the number is 6.
That's a good one.
I don't
Okay.
know. I didn't know.
What does
Buckfest
that
had
mean?
different yeah, I didn't know Buckfest had different numbers. Here's my first and more important question: what did Paddy McGuinness do at the end of his tour? And is that
Ron,
available?
you need to watch it. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Do you have it? Does it exist?
Yeah,
Where is-
I'll get it and I'll send it to you.
Can you get it and put it in the private chat for this, please? But for
Yeah.
let's just take a look. So this is the private. The Hairy Bikers are going to Israel.
You need to unmute it, mate.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go.
Already
Is
bad.
this
Already
insane?
bad.
What the
Are they
fuck?
doing
Pretty
Fiddler,
bad.
are they doing Fiddler
I mean-
on the Roof?
I feel like I
God.
tried
Yep,
to get us
that is
away
the
from
worst tribute to Topple.
yeah.
No,
confer-
do you know what, Ed? You're right.
You brought
Cancel culture
right-
should exist. Everything should be cancelled after this. Jesus.
This
All
is
right,
so-
Elliot,
John,
watch
you
yourself.
brought us right back into it, John. for
I know. I
fuck's
can't
sake.
believe it. Good. Don't worry, guys. Suze Kempner is here to save us all.
Suze is going to
Hey,
fix it.
Suze.
Suze, are you ready to watch something that's pretty fantastically offensive and on BBC One? And it's the Hairy Bikers dressed up like Tivla.
Susie,
I
you
have
in-
never been more ready to watch this.
Susie, you in the Green Hill Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Du-du-du-du-du-du. I've never been out of 1991.
Vintage year.
Yeah.
I have this is a sidebar
You
question.
should meet Mark Nelson.
See that? Is he in Marble Zone?
Explain your joke, Elliot.
Mark Nelson.
Nelson lives in the 90s.
Nelson doesn't talk about anything past 1994.
You ever heard of
I have one thing to say to him. Marry me.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds- oh, this coming in from Seeds Peace Peeps. I can't pronounce your name. Something about the hang on. BBC couldn't handle Fiddler on the Roof without a cover up. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Solid.
That's a great joke.
Ah.
There you go. Stick that on your Twitter, Ed. That's gold.
I don't under
You got any Judaism? I've got some, but probably not enough.
Yeah. Wait. I've got enough of this.
What's up?
I don't get the
No,
joke.
please, I don't want to watch this. I don't think I don't think I can handle it.
Is
I
he
don't think I
if
can
I was
handle
a
it.
poultry
You
man?
don't want
You're
to
literally
watch.
covering your face with your hands like a 4-year-old watching
Here's
Doctor Who.
Here's the
Uh-huh.
double crazy thing: is Fiddler on the Roof
What's
takes
the
place in a village, and so for some reason they're like, okay, we got to do Fiddler on the Roof, but we got to do it near a bunch of chickens that are about to be murdered.
No. Do you know what the craziest thing is? I'm a bit of a musicals guy. Don't want to brag.
Yeah.
Fiddler on the
Musicals are
Roof
great.
does not take place in Israel.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
It's
in
in Brooklyn.
Fiddler on
Yeah,
the
it's
Roof
in
takes place
Russia,
in
isn't
Eastern Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Takes
that
place
was-
in Anatevka.
Man.
I saw a high school production of Fiddler on the Roof, and the fiddler fell off the roof and then just walked back around and got back on the roof. And I gotta tell you,
God.
I have never enjoyed a theatrical production. I don't like when there's professional theater. I've seen some. I've seen
Hey,
some
Fiddler
theater.
on the roof, then off the roof, then on the roof.
Yeah,
Sounds crazy, no?
I did a lot
It's a
of
metaphor.
I did a lot of student theater, and it's the best.
All right, let-
Yeah, you know. Oh shit! You know, Ed got to.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What are they doing?
No.
All right, Ed, you saved the stream, buddy. You did it. We were all going to be in real trouble. Look at these. I can't believe
Oh.
there were meetings about someone acquired 2 fezzes.
Somewhat. Oh, this is.
Somebody
was-
dressed that set.
There were multiple Chess. There were multiple phone calls. They had to
There
figure
was
out.
a
Okay,
costume person who looked at a fez and was like, "This seems all right."
Yeah. They had him in front of that, and then went, "No, I think it needs the fez." Just to really hammer home the message
I think
of this.
Quick
Wait.
cut to us as Cowboys as well, so the whites are still on board.
yeah. We gotta make. Yeah,
This is this.
I can tell you the logic of them being
No.
in cowboy outfits. Here's what the logic was: is someone went, well, they're going to the desert. What do we find in the desert? And someone went cowboys, and then they were like, we better dress them as cowboys. Also, what is this
What the
now?
fuck is this yet? What the fuck is this?
It's like,
What? Where's that movie?
That's when they were
This
in
is the worst
Palestine.
Assassin's Creed yet.
What year is this? What year is this from?
They go,
it was. This happened this was September 10th, 2011. Someone saw it and said, we gotta send a message to these Western pigs.
Oh my god! This is from like 2017.
Oh, you're kidding.
To
Isn't one of them dead now?
Has taken over the culinary world.
All right.
Absolutely superb.
This is almost a religious experience. And why
Oh.
Is it?
Not
the planet's
Don't think so.
popular
steer clear.
We are going to
How long were the Harry Bikers on? And this is the intro to the show, obviously.
and
They're not on-
they don't get on with each other. They just like they were
that's
mates,
funny.
and they don't. They now are just like they just kind of turn up, do the filming, put the fez on, and then fuck off. That's like the thing now.
Yeah, this is like a manufactured boy band kind of situation.
Yeah.
I think they would like put together like, hey, here's 2 guys with a fucking beard and a bike. Let's give them a
It's-
cooking
They're both
show.
from the northeast. They're
Yeah.
bound to get on.
Exactly.
it's-
Yeah, this is in
Somewhere
the day.
in
This
some
is
flat in Newcastle, a phone starts ringing. A man looks up from his newspaper, stares at the phone, then stares at a fez hung up on a hood. He sighs deeply.
The question is here: is do we want to keep watching the Harry Bikers? I assume just do a paint by numbers version of cultural appropriation, or do we want to watch whatever Paddy McGuinness has ended his show with?
Mate,
Oh, I want to
fuck
see
yeah!
that.
Paddy McGuinness.
I can send you that.
I got it. I already got it. I already got it up.
All right.
Okay. Just before we get
This
nuts,
is the greatest
Chat
end
was
to a
Paddy.
show you've ever seen.
who? All right. Okay. We'll go around. Okay. Who? By show of hands, who has not seen this? All right.
Oh, just Gareth and Elliot.
Just get, all right.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not.
I've not seen it. Okay, so starting with Piss Gang, which, by the way, what a name to give, what thing to give yourself. Ed, what do you think he does?
I think he whatever, I don't know, but whatever it's like, the end line will be something that rhymes with pity patty poo. That's all. That's all I know.
All right, I'm gonna say there's something to do with Madeline McCann in it. I'm just throwing that out there. Like he's some sort of
I'm going to keep a poker face for all of this.
yeah. Elliot. Actually, should I remove Elliot and Gareth from this so that their poker face doesn't reveal? You'll be able to
Turn
still
their
see
cameras
it.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, turn your cameras off. So you okay. So I'm going something about Madeline McCann. What Patty Waddy do? Is that what you're saying?
Pity patty poo is catchphrase from Take Me Out.
All right. Chris, thoughts?
I have no idea who Paddy McGuinness is.
Oh, he's a groundbreaking
Lucky,
guy.
that's lucky.
You fucking
This is
what?
correct.
He's a man who has been desperate to be on television for about 30 years.
I mean, not only
He's like Peter Kay's Ron Weasley.
Well, it's more like
That's the
Peter Kay's
meanest
Peter
thing I've
Pettigrew.
ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh,
I think.
Oh, no,
Oh.
sorry, Stu's, you go.
Oh, well, I think I'm guessing he does like a really poignantly sad ending. Maybe he talks about chemo.
Oh,
And people get very upset, and then he finishes and he goes, and the rest is silence, and then blackout, standing O.
Okay, all right. Sure.
I thought that he had a bunch of extras come in, and he plays a game of Take Me Out himself, and slowly eliminates women until the final one is Madeline McCann. But like a grown-up Madeline McCann, like she has the
25.
eye thing. Yeah, she has the eye thing, and just like, where are you from? Well, I don't really know, but I grew up in Portugal, and I was just like,
Oh shit!
I'm so excited for you to see this.
Okay. All right. Elliot, come back on.
Chemo.
Bud. All right.
Chemo.
There's I don't know which one I want. I really want it to be if he says chemo, I'm burning my house down. Like I
Chemo.
So next time I get back,
let's go chemo.
He says the words chemo.
All right. Are we all?
Who do we think that picture's?
Why?
Of?
That's
Yeah,
George Formby.
Boys, I swear, just whatever you think it is, it isn't. Please.
Okay, but wait, who is that? Who's that guy?
That's George Formby. He was
George
actually a very interesting character for another time. But this
Try and
All right.
make the full
What does he
minute.
kind
as
of
well.
look like, Elliot?
Hang on. Are we watching it straight through, or are we
Straight
stopping
through.
to?
straight through.
Straight through. No pausing. Let's do this.
All right. Let's go.
We're all adults, Glasgow, right? We all like a double entendre, right?
I hate this guy.
I can live with it's a little bit sticky, come and have a nibble. I can live with that. But the Victoria me flock! This lad makes Glitter look like a fucking choir boy! I don't know how we're going to solve knife crime and gun crime, right? But I was brought up with a little bit of discipline. And I think if we had a bit more discipline and a lot more respect for each other, we might just sort it out. Thanks for listening tonight, Glasgow. Good night.
And the rest is silence.
Oh my!
A little bit
How
of
was
discipline.
Sue's the closest?
No.
Yeah, that's
That's
because Hastings gave me a bum steer.
Why? I didn't know.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Jesus.
like
I don't know
Also,
what we're going to do about
Can
knife
someone
crime, right?
confirm or deny if that's true? He does 15 minutes on how Stuart Lee isn't really that funny. I would love if he actually did that.
Oh, that's
Rent-free.
hilarious.
Rent free in his head.
Why is that man famous?
I can
Because he's been desperate to be on television for 30 years. Like he used to appear on like dating shows in the late 80s, early 90s. Like he just wanted television attention.
So he's
Chaz does
like
50 minutes
he's
in
like
his
an
show about how he's not
untalented
funny.
Cardi B.
I just can't believe that he did a hard segue from George Formby as a paedophile into
discipline.
When he was writing it, do you reckon he went? Do you reckon anyone's going to see the clunk in this shift of the gear? Like, do you reckon?
You just got to commit.
I think when he sat there with a writer, do you think? No, just go steer straight into it.
Well, you don't know.
Here's how all the comedians are winning comedy awards. They end on a moral. All right, let's look for a moral. Come on,
That's
buddy.
actually a callback to the first joke of the show where he talks about George Formby stabbing a kid.
And get this right, I want to film it in Glasgow.
He offers the same mayoral policies that Lawrence Fox offers. Just a little bit of discipline. What does that mean?
A little bit of
discipline.
Just
So broad.
You know what that line was? That was a guy who toured this show and never got a laugh on his final joke. And was like, I can't write anything funnier. What can I
Chris, I think
my shitty audience into agreeing with?
Just so funny that he went to Glasgow and went like, "Oh, those guys needed talking to about."
Yeah. But you're all missing. He did a spin at the end, so he literally the world needs a little bit more discipline, and then he did a full 360.
I think
I
he's
won't
gone
do
out.
my
He's
drop,
gone
'cause
out.
that's disrespectful. I'll do a full pirouette.
Yeah.
He's an old fashioned entertainer. George, you remember that time me and you we were at Danny's and we were watching Bernard Manning and we were just watching it like shocked. Like as we were showing you Bernard Manning, that he's like from that era of that old school entertainer.
But he's
So
not.
like, but he is. No. But he Paddy
Manning
McGuinness
is
is
like
that he's
10 years
got
before.
no. But he's of that thinking of like, oh, you do a load of jokes, you just go up there, joke. But of course, stand-up's changed enough that you got to have a format, and then he's like, and then you have a message, and you just say like, I think we should do.
But what's bonkers about that is that nobody ever had like, sure, like you do the fucking put the message in cynically if you're doing like a fucking fringe show at an arts venue or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're Paddy McGuinness doing your DVD show, that is absolutely
do you know
bonkers.
what? I'm going to take his side here. I think it's a
You know
good
what?
thing he did that.
Elliot, I'm happy that someone finally stood up for noted television star and
Elliot,
man.
damn right.
You know the devil doesn't always need an advocate.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Man, when
All
he's
he
trying
wants,
to.
though, like in all seriousness, like that guy, he burns for approval from people like us. Like, he wants mid-level stand-up comedians to think he's really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
you are
is, though.
vastly
That's
overselling me.
Congrats, you made it to the
Yeah.
mid-level.
Made it to the big leagues, baby.
I mean,
He's top level, we're mid-level.
Yeah, I
You are
know.
vastly overselling me as mid-level. How many people in this call had heard of me before meeting me on this call?
I had.
Elliot,
No, I'm going to be honest. I've been confused all the way through to who it was. For a bit, I thought it was Stephen Grant.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
mate, Stephen
The only
Grant
way that
would have
you'd know
been-
me, Elliot, is that I'm friends with Georgia, who I think you know.
Georgia.
Georgia House.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
He doesn't know her.
Kilimanjaro, Georgia.
Kilimanjaro, Georgia. What are you on
What?
about?
What
she's
are you
got a
talking about,
she's
Elliot?
got a whole.
First
Elliot,
of all-
you've been
first of
smoking
all-
Facebook
No, no,
Marketplace
hang on.
weed again.
Yeah. One at a time.
Kilimanjaro, who works
No,
for Kilimanjaro Productions.
hang on. Her name is Georgie.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's why I'm confused. Oh, Georgia House. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm completely, my mind is completely flipped. I
Yeah,
know Georgia. I know Georgia.
Yeah.
Mate, you are a
But I'm
fucking gift.
dumb as fuck, man. This is why I shouldn't be on these things. And then you all invite me on, and I do dumb things, and everyone's like, "Oh, Elliott's done something dumb again," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what you're all here for."
No, that's
No,
the wrong
it's
tone.
me
We go.
just-
Elliot did something dumb again.
This is a sneak preview of when Elliot gets on Taskmaster.
Oh my god, Elliot.
This
Elliot.
level of rage.
What do I have to do to make sure you get on? Who do I have to kill to make sure that you're on
My
my
dad.
series?
But you have to kill my dad, so that it can like a monarchy.
Easy.
It'll
Yeah.
go down to me.
I'll put a purple hat near some train tracks. He'll get distracted. One thing will lead to the other.
To take the heat off Elliot, I'll give anyone £100 if they can guess the quote on the front of the Paddy McGuinness DVD box.
Can we get off of it if we guess who it's from?
Okay.
Can we guess who
Elliot's
it's from?
ready, he's got it.
You mean this
Wait,
DVD
wait.
box right here?
Oh, look at that. Is it still in its cellophane?
I'm
Because
a
you don't
fan.
want to devalue it.
Okay, Elliot, keep it to yourself. Who do we get half the money if we can guess who the quote's from?
Yeah, because I can bet
Oh,
the quote's from Peter Kay.
The quote's
Yeah.
from.
The quote has to be from Peter Kay.
I hope.
It doesn't say who the quote's from.
Daniel Kitson.
What?
Pretty good quote. That's
Kitson would-
awesome.
And like every single Kitson quote about working with those two is not glowing.
No.
Oh, man.
It's actually just a quote from the movie Anchorman.
Yeah.
What 60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah. I've been coming to the same party for 16 years, and there's no way that that's sad. Patty McGuinness quoting Anchorman.
That's his opener.
What is it?
Oh.
How
It is.
likely it is?
Elliot, hold up to the camera.
Yeah, Elliot, show it to
Alex.
us. Nice and close.
This
This
man
man
was a lifeguard.
He's had the same career. Kai Humphries is on the same career trajectory.
That's great.
Oh my God! Bring.
Oh, man.
Okay, but let's just go back to this.
Why was it
How-
in quote? Why is it in quote marks?
Yeah, why is it in quote marks? Also, Patty
Because
McGuinness.
Enoch Powell said it.
This man was a lifeguard.
I do not understand that joke at all, Suze. Can you explain it to me? Please?
Enoch Powell was a deeply racist, fascist politician in the earlier part of the 20th century.
Thank
And
you.
You know
beyond.
Enoch Powell, Rivers of Blood, right?
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to be Hitler
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. And there's lots of people go, but he was right though, and you go, no, he wasn't.
No.
You
What was he-
sound like a racist.
What was he right about? That there were rivers of blood? There's no rivers of blood.
Yeah, he
He was
basically
right that Paddy
like-
McGuinness was a lifeguard.
Even a stopped
Alex
clock.
Watson with the fucking burn.
Yeah, that's a
Alex Watson with the fucking burn.
just pop.
Oh
that
my
over.
god.
Oh man. I have
Well-
never.
No.
I have never been more weirded out by walking into the Loft Bar in Edinburgh and fucking Alistair Campbell was just stood there, and a bunch of people were kind of like, "Hey, Alistair Campbell's there," and I was like, "The war criminals here."
I
Oh,
know.
the war criminals.
I walked into a bar one day, and he was in there, and I just turned around and walked out, and I went home. I was like, I'm not doing this today.
I'm
Bring
gonna
this
take
I've been
care of
really
this
good.
asshole.
I've been really good. I don't want to have to talk to anyone. I've been really good this month.
Like it's one of those things where you're like, because I also don't know what is my move in this. Do I walk up and be like, "Hey, Alistair, I just want to introduce myself and let you know that I'm not cool with all the murdering of all the brown people. I just want to let you know."
Here's the thing: is like he's not only obviously the Iraq War and like forging the white papers and stuff like that, but like at the time that he was doing a bucket show at the Gilded Balloon, he was working for the PR firm that represents the country of Qatar.
Jeez.
Wow,
It's
we are.
absolutely bonkers. It's like, mate, you don't need that £2.50 from some cunt from Fife.
Wait a minute.
I need
wait a
that
minute.
£2.50.
Wait a fucking minute. The guy who could call Tony Blair Tone and no one would turn their head was
Big
doing a fucking bucket speech.
It's a hell of a bucket speech,
He
though.
did a fucking he did some show. I think
People
it was
walked out of that show
Yeah, it was,
being
he
like,
did it-
"Let's bomb Kurdistan." That's how good of a bucket
He
speech
did,
it was.
he did a double header with Dangerous T. It was class. It was
Oh my god.
called
I
Fuck
would
Shortle.
I
And
would
T had
never
really good.
not be watching that show. Do you understand how much
I would if I knew that I could make that show happen, I would quit my job. I would quit
Oh.
comedy to make Dangerous T, Alistair Campbell, double bill.
20
A young
25
man
days in a
dressed as a
row.
gorilla, dressed as an old man, sits rocketed in a rocking chair for 56 minutes whilst a war criminal stands there.
with Dangerous T, who may or may not like. Oh God, I want. How
I
do
love
we?
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I
It'd
love
just be
Dangerous
every
T too.
day, just going, "Oh yeah, have you seen that fucking show of Alistair Campbell and Dangerous T?" Every day, the audience is just full of stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know.
you'd go and see every single one, wouldn't you?
£20 a day. I would pay
Yeah,
£20
the
a
Fringe
day.
Society would have to make some new laurels, which is like a sellout show, and then brackets completely ironically.
No, I would not be going there. Ironically, I want to see Dangerous take the piss out of Alistair Campbell.
I mean, it would be
I want-
amazing. I also want to know if any of you guys see Dark Side of the Poon when it was at the Edinburgh Festival.
I can't talk
No.
about this.
No, I've
Is
never heard
this
of it.
the
Never heard of it.
show where the finale was a giant vagina he'd had made that squirted all over the audience?
Yes, it was.
That they were
And
right.
the only
Me
reason
and Mark Restuccia talk about that show about once every 6 months.
God.
it was what's his fucking name? Pete Jonas, who runs Barumba. Can you actually not talk about it, Elliot?
Well, I just want to I like that gig.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I
I mean, I got news for you. That crossed my mind too, but I went, well, we're over the Rubicon.
just to play devil's advocate.
Yeah,
How do we-
yeah.
Just saying, guys, maybe there was weapons of mass destruction. Who are we to judge?
Nat Lewis.
That anecdote couldn't happen to a more funnier candidate for that. That is the funniest
Oh,
candidate
man.
for that to happen to.
What's even better is they had to ban passes from the show because he'd get like 3 audience members and then the entire show would be like, I know more than one person who were like, I saw it 5 times. I saw it 7 times. And then he had to ban passes. He banned all reviewers after the Chortle review because the Chortle review. And if anyone has access to Google, do yourself a favor and have yourself have yourselves a little read of that. I want to point it out, by the way, for
Can we
anyone
not get a
watching
dramatic
this.
reading from Gareth?
Gareth, I think Gareth, you don't ever gig in London, so I think you're probably the best candidate to do this.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
that was the biggest slam I've ever.
yeah,
None of us fucking gig in London at the minute, do we?
there's this like low level gig, but you won't be doing it anytime. So why don't you?
Yeah, why
what do
would
you want me to? What do you want me to say about them?
just read the review on Chortle?
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, I really fucking loathe clicking on Chortle.
Oh my god, no stars.
Right, Chortle review. Of,
Oh, is it a rare no starer?
what's it called?
Dark Side of the Poon.
Put 5
That's really
blanked out stars. That's amazing.
That's quite funny.
I mean,
very
that's
funny.
actually that's a good move.
That's
So,
funny.
I want to know who it was who got a 1 star from the Scotsman and then put on their poster a star, the Scotsman, and then sold out the review.
Yeah, that's pretty
No,
good.
sorry, I hope so they did that, and the Scotsman got in touch with them or their fucking PR or whatever, and said, "No, you can't put that. It's just 1 star." So they changed the quote to "just a star." The Scotsman.
Quite a good opening line. Apparently, and appropriately enough, you'll find this sorry little show in the caves. I'm reluctant to give this crock a considered review, but I'm probably not the target audience.
Oh
So
no!
that's quite nice.
It was in the caves as well. That's even worse. So like the room was full of spores.
Yeah,
Yeah.
black mold.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, has
Oh.
anybody got their offer from the caves? Because I know they were sending them out for this year.
Oh
Are
god.
you kidding me?
I'm not joking, mate.
The average audience is about 4 anyway. This year it's just going to be
Yeah,
just
wait,
me
are
and the
they-
spores.
Sorry, are they doing the Fringe this year?
they think
Yeah.
they think.
Did you
they
not get the email from the Fringe Society saying that it's definitely happening this year?
Yeah, and some
I said it was
sort of-
definitely happening
They're like, we
last
don't know
year.
what it'll look like.
Just
I think it'll
let
be
people, just
yeah.
let people who live there do it. Just
Yeah,
we don't-
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'll
Let's Scottish
stay
accent.
away for a while. I'll do a show, right? And you can just fucking have a little break again.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
Gareth,
please. You
yes,
could pay
please follow,
2
yeah.
grand in rent. I don't mind.
yeah,
Well,
Gareth.
I'm in
how
here
about
now.
you-
I'm not paying 2 grand in rent here.
Yeah, no, but you should. I feel all Scottish comedians
I feel
that
you
do the
should.
Fringe.
For
grand
all
rent
of
for
us,
the 1
you
month.
should. You should.
Yeah, for all of us that have to pay $1 billion to fucking live in your 3 streets, then call it a city.
You don't have to. You know?
Yeah, how about you fucking make with some fucking cash, huh? How about we?
This spare room is waiting for anyone that wants it for the low.
Yeah,
price of £1,900.
Oh,
Whoa.
2022, put me on the list.
yeah.
Where
Oh
are
yeah,
you?
can
Where
I
are
be
you?
the first reserve, Gareth?
Yeah.
Do you know what really ruined the Edinburgh Fringe for me was going to Edinburgh when it's not the Fringe.
Oh,
It's just-
really? Because it's so
it's
nice.
so
much
good.
better.
Yeah, it's just so much
Very,
better.
very sweet.
I did a weekend at the Monkey Barrel just before the pandemic, and it was just like the most chill weekend I've had in such a long time.
Yeah, it's just a nice,
Fucking delight.
nice, pleasant town. And when the
Yeah.
sun comes out, everyone smiles, as opposed to when you're in London, where everyone's just kind of like, I don't like this. So
Yeah.
off.
That's not true.
Fucking going to Bannerman's.
I know.
Here we go.
Elliot,
Fucking
I know.
Here
City
we, here
Elliot.
we go.
Yeah, but it's
Some
different
people
though, 'cause-
smile.
I mean, Elliot come from somewhere in London where there's
London-
community.
I like how we're getting
London-
angry at Elliot
London-
now for defending the concept of smiling.
Yeah, it's just like
Leave
yeah.
him alone.
I've just gone. Oh, people smile, and everyone's like, "Oh, here he is, the fucking alt right." Like, where are you back from your swastika burning with a smile? Are you?
Why would you burn a
Hang on.
Burning a
swastika? Why would you
swastika.
burn it? You would treasure those.
No, you burn a swastika.
Elliot,
like the shape of
I
it.
just want to point this out, by the way. Someone named Edinburgh Nicest Boy, who may or may not be. Thank you so much for the follow, David Cross. He's smiles. So I want to say, you've just been devil's advocated. Gareth, can you please read the rest of that review because that started strong.
I did
Don't
it
close the
down.
review. We circle back. We circle back here.
Sorry, I didn't know. It wasn't that funny. There was one that somebody showed me in Australia that was hilarious, but I can't remember who it was for.
Oh, is it? Oh, it'd be really bitchy. I'll write it in the
I'll
chat.
put it in the private
Alright.
chat and I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll know from the
Yeah,
opening
let
line.
John can say it.
A show that I was
Oh,
working on.
shit, I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Me and Mark Restucci talk about that review as well.
Oh my god! But that show, because that person, and it never stops being the best. When that person got really upset because people were going to see her show, ironically, and she figured out one of the people that was like had gone to see it a bunch of times, and then she went, "That's it. When I see him doing his show, I'm gonna walk in and call him a cunt." And that person saw that person doing a show, but that show was Comedy Club for Kids, I believe, or a kids show. It was like, I know it was a kids show, and just walked in, opened the door, went, "You're a cunt," and then just closed the door.
Oh.
Amazing.
Thing is,
Sorry, go on, Sus.
oh no, it's all right. It's just sometimes it's like, oh, they're not quite right. So it
Yeah.
feels
I know, but what are you gonna do?
what am I gonna? I mean, I'm still
Like,
cutting it off.
we're all not like we're all, everyone's not quite right, but then
Mm-mm.
you know, like you can't if you're getting up on
Also,
stage and you're doing it and you're being fucking so funnily bad at it, and I'm not
Yeah.
meant to laugh. I'm
Yeah,
not meant to
yeah.
enjoy that. I'm not gonna. I'm going to, and I'll feel bad about it. But you know, I don't litter, so it swings around.
Also, when she did that show, she had
Yeah.
openers. She had opening acts.
What?
I actually
This
don't
is
know who this
French.
is.
Show.
I don't actually know who this is.
Ed,
You don't-
Okay, well,
I don't either.
Ed-
Jamali opened for it.
no, he didn't.
Up to the bathroom.
Jamali
That
was
is
one of the
a-
opening acts.
No way.
And he
Charles
yeah,
just
it
wants
was
to tell her he lives with her.
it started out with he would do 10, and then by the end of like his sort of run, he just stopped doing it. He just walked away. He's like, this is
Right.
fucking terrible, and stopped doing
Right.
it. But yeah,
clicked
at
on
the
that
beginning,
review.
it
It's not
started
what
with
I
him
think.
doing like 10, and then gradually he was doing 15, and then 20 because she just kept having to chop parts of her show out. 'cause
Jesus. Ugh.
Oh,
God.
it was so
Yeah,
nuts.
ask him about it.
Like,
Yeah,
so-
messaging.
Hell of a
Suppose-
time.
I want you to know, supposedly, I don't know if this is confirmed because the source is a bit dubious, but supposedly the reason why that show got a review is because people from one of the organizations that reviewed it kept just going ironically. And then the person who did it said, "When's my review coming out?" And they realized they hadn't clued in on what was happening.
Oh my God.
So they had to write a review of truly one of the most. So Ed, you don't know who this person is. You have no idea.
No idea.
Okay.
Mate, do yourself a favor and have a little Google later on, and get ready to be very unnerved by your choice of profession, because you're like, well,
I'll do it right now.
They were everywhere on the open mic scene when I moved over here.
Oh, yeah, they were
Fucking
Same,
nightmare.
yeah. I haven't seen him in years.
No,
Where did
no.
Chaz go?
he went to the
Oh, he
bathroom.
went to the toilet, but
oh,
also I
right.
think he might live with that person and he's gone to tell them.
That would be hilarious.
Do they really?
What a
No, just-
strange pairing of people. I can't
Yeah.
imagine
My-
them spending a minute
That's my
together.
flatmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
I
like-
genuinely thought it was for a second.
He lived with her and I forgot.
I was like, let's
Oh,
get.
fuck, I fucking forgot.
I was doing the comedy calf one night. That's when I met this person, and it was the most like just the Wednesday. But I think you might Bets you were probably there.
Yeah, probably. I was there every Wednesday. So
Yeah. It was the most insane set that I've ever set. Just like screaming. If I'm thinking
Oh
of the
no.
right word.
and brought someone. They were on like their third date. Brought someone to watch, and was just like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna
All
show
right.
them what I
Let's-
do.
Let's
Oh.
be honest. Okay, but who here
Fucking nightmare.
has brought a date to a comedy show? Who here has done it? Who's brought a date?
Absolutely not.
All right,
I took
let's
them
go.
to
Oh no,
Suzu's show.
I had someone come
guarantee
to a comedy
you
show
that-
without telling me.
Oh,
That's fucked. That's
Oh.
not right.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay,
see them in the
guarantee you
crowd?
that I
Did you
have
see
Yes.
like?
Two
Oh
worst ones.
no.
I could guarantee you. One is I do improv mainly, so that's already bad. And then secondly, back during my stand-up days, there was a girl I was dating, and I went to see her at an open mic, and then the organizer said, like, okay, we are going to be running short tonight. I was like, oh, well, just put me on. So I added myself to the bill the same night. That's a shitty thing to do.
That's hubris right there.
No,
That
mate,
is hubris. As a perfect example of why I'm not a stand-up anymore.
Um,
I think it would just be so powerful if I was on a date doing a gig and they went, "Yeah, I think I'll give it a go as well."
Yeah.
So fucking strong. You saying comedy cap just there, just like fucking Doctor Strange shoved me out of my body and back to like fucking 2014
mm.
when I was starting to do comedy. And I just remember, do you remember PJ from the Barefoot in Ballad?
Oh my God! Yes, I wanted to say
PJ?
this. I am so
Crazy.
sad I missed out on all of the Comedy Caf fun because I was banned from that place.
Why
Oh,
did you
no.
get banned?
I was banned because I had a booking and he was going to pay me £40 for each show, And then Up the Creek was like, hey, we have this weekend. Do you want to take it? And it was literally 3 times the money. And so I called Noel, and it was like a month or 2 ahead. I think it was 2 months. I get confused because he changed the story a lot. And then and I said, hey, can I switch this weekend? And he went, yeah, totally fine. I understand it. Email me Monday and we'll just put in a different date. I emailed him Monday and he went, it was a long email. It was a very long email about how he doesn't need comedians. He can be, oh, what the hell happened to Chris?
Jesus Christ, he's a tiny guy now.
He can do whatever he wants. Yeah. I like it. He can do whatever he wants.
Tiny wall man.
And then I said, okay, cool. Can I all right, great. Yeah, it's a point. I've learned my lesson. Can I still play it? And he's like, no, you're banned. You're banned for life. And was like upset about it. And then would talk about me to other people. And it was like, he canceled the day of, was one of the things he said. Up the Creek was trying to steal his business. And so they were trying to get people that were doing his weekend. Cause I was at the club and Up the Creek called and I left to go do it. Like so much shit. It was fascinating.
I love I understand it actually. But that's why Noel was great, is because he would just ban people for anything.
Didn't he ban people during the didn't he walk on stage when a woman was doing comedy and went, don't like him, off, and was just like,
yeah. She said she was a fan of Barack Obama, and he goes, she's a war criminal, get her off, he's a war criminal, and then just got her off the stage, and that was
fucking comedy.
Yeah. Or sometimes he'll go, I'm going up.
He's a good guy.
He'll just go, I'm going up, and he'll go up, and in the middle of you're all doing maybe 5-10 minutes. There's a new material night going along with more established acts trying stuff out. It's chaos already. You're just being added on. You just be told you're up next, but it was great fun.
I was so sad. Because it was also all of my friends would go on Wednesdays and get to do that fun gig, and I was not allowed in the building. It's
man.
But
I prefer the more modern.
But hang on,
who just talk about shagging Greta Thunberg.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Have you not seen this?
No, who's that?
Come on.
Lee Hurst on Twitter.
Yeah,
he made a joke about fucking Greta Thunberg.
Nah, it wasn't a good joke.
Oh, here we go. Get the horn. Come on.
He said it was basically she needs to get some cock because then she won't worry so much about single-use plastics, which suggests Lee Hurst thinks that condoms are made out of plastic, and also what a shit joke.
Yeah, single use. What are you talking about?
All right, Your Majesty.
Yeah, what am I, a rich guy? No thanks.
Bets, can we quickly get your reaction to someone advocating for the use of condoms? How do you feel about that? Are you okay?
Outraged. What a waste of time. Why would anyone ever do that?
It's in the pocket of big vasectomy though, so I don't understand.
I was just trying to find. I have a video of Noel rapping with Jimmy James Jones.
Jimmy, we're gonna do the rap.
Yeah, and he'd make him come on stage, and they do the rap together. It was fucking nuts. But I can't. It's on because this is my new computer. It's on my old computer, but I think there's a music video for it that they made. So I'm gonna find that.
There was a music video in it. It was, as I remember it, because also occasionally to entertain Chris, I would email Noel for gigs.
By the way, Jamali's saying he never opened for this person.
Oh,
I could have sworn it was him. Ask him. It was him and Luke Capasso.
Oh, Luke Capasso.
Luke.
How was Jamali saying that? Is he watching the stream and just sent you all caps text?
Elliot, if you're talking to Jamali, tell Jamali to come on the stream and we can get down to the business of this.
Yeah,
also, Ashley Manning, who's in the chat, do you want to come on the stream? And then this can be
what's up?
Hey,
Ashley, I can go if you only want one girl.
I've got
No.
Thank you for understanding our booking policy.
We
don't want people to get
confused.
This is just
everyone stop talking over each other. Ed, go ahead.
I've got a chip in a sec, but this has just been sending me down memory lane and reminding me of people in comedy that have done horrendous stuff. Do you guys remember Russ Haynes?
Oh my god!
Of course.
Tell us.
It's the most it's the most tone deaf thing I've ever seen in my life. Russ Haynes was a mid-level comic, to coin this phrase, who was doing shows at Edinburgh, doing like opening 20s at clubs and stuff, just like an up and coming club comic. And he used to take selfies of him with the big famous comedians that he was on bills with. And then the Sun got hold of a story that he had spent a considerable amount of time inside for actual pedophilia when he was a teacher, like tying up children and shit.
Yeah.
And he'd been
For
to prison,
pictures, like bondage pictures and things.
yeah, left prison, started to do stand-up comedy, accidentally implicated all these famous comedians who didn't know who the fuck he was through the Sun. And
It was
then
like
when
John
broke,
Bishop on the cover of the fucking
John
Sun with
Bishop
this
and
guy.
Phil Jupiter's and stuff, like Phil Jupiter's.
Oh,
and John
if you
Bishop.
don't think I've got
Dude.
the article.
No, it was the video. He had a YouTube channel as well. It was the video he put up afterwards. It was during the
fuck off.
Fringe. The video has been long deleted, I think, but it was him in front of a mansion in like his like massive house in Surrey. And he like pokes his head out of the camera and he's like, "I'm sorry. Did I do something bad?"
Like this,
Oh,
like
it was fucking bonkers.
It was the word. And the thing is, no one's got the video, but there's like a collection of people who've seen it because it went up and it was up for like 20 minutes before it was taken down.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Red Richardson called me and he was like, "You have to come. You have to get to my fucking flat right now. I got to show you this."
there were my two favorite things that came out of Russ, aside from that, was the best day on Facebook for comedians in a long time, was when he posted a Facebook thing being like, "I'm really ashamed of what happened and I can't believe that I did this," but he never said what it was. And then Bobby Mayer commented underneath. He was like, "Russ, you should just tell people what it is. It can't be that bad. Like, just own up to it." And then 15 minutes later, Bobby commented again and went, "Oh, just found out. No, good call. Good call."
Bobby Mayer is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Like,
Who was it? There was a guy. There was I fucking love Bobby. There was a guy who like used to I can't remember his name, but he used to be about a bit of a wheeler dealer.
Could we send Jamali a link? Sorry.
Yeah, here.
There was a guy
I'll
who's
put it in the. I'll put it in the private chat, Elliot.
Cool.
And you shoot it over to him, or wait, is it? I'll just put it in.
I'll go when Jamali comes if you only want one race.
There was a fucking like this wheeler dealer sort of self-styled agent guy around at the time who like represented Russ and ran a few like small scale shittily paid gigs at the time. I haven't heard his name in
this is
ages.
a story. I think it is.
And he so the news about Russ Haynes breaks in the middle of a gig, right? People find out, and so he like it's the act's going on, and he sort of runs up on stage between two of the acts just as the compere is about to announce the next act, and goes, "Everybody, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just want to clarify something here. I've just found out that one of my acts is a paedophile, and I want to assure all of you that I will not be associating with this act from henceforth. I'm ashamed. I had no idea of any of this stuff, that he'd been to prison. I am disgusted, and now let's all get on with the comedy night." And the audience thought it was the next act on the bill.
Who was
it?
Stephen Bailey.
Oh man.
So he
Oh,
goes,
that's-
anyways, and
it's
it never
couldn't be a
clarifies
funnier
that it's not
comedian.
who's next.
Yeah, it doesn't
Anyways,
clarify that it's not the next
Stephen
act on the bill.
Bailey.
Oh, I'm not associated with this guy. And then poor Stephen Bailey is like, "Hello, everybody."
All I remember is that agent put a Facebook post of it up with the article and like the guy, and like wrote it very like he was a very good friend of mine. I didn't see this coming, but like it was so fucking. And it was in Edinburgh, wasn't it? Like
it was in Edinburgh when it happened.
Was
yeah.
it? I remember
yeah.
him posting like, "Oh, obviously I feel terrible like this, and I'm going to do a show about my
That was it, he said-
experiences." And people were like, "Don't fucking do that." And then there were like several people in the world of comedy going, "He's allowed to make a living by doing a show about how he went to prison for being a pedo."
It was bonkers. It was the worst hill to die on I've ever seen.
Wait,
It
who?
was-
I put it in the private chat. But
Pay in private chat.
is there anyone who said that? Like
It was
that's
Leo, wasn't it?
yeah. Was it?
I don't think it was.
Oh really? Oh, shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I do know
Yeah.
what that is. All
I
right,
mean,
guys, I got a cut.
people from comedy.
But thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. It's
Oh,
so lovely
Ed,
to
if-
see.
Ed, if you want to take a second, I just sent John the link to the Noel and Jimmy James
Yeah,
Jones
I
music video.
I
If
think
you want to
let's-
stick around just for a minute to watch that.
Yeah, I'll watch that right now.
Oh.
Okay. But it's been so lovely to see. I haven't seen
I want-
so many of you for so long.
Could I get the stream link, please? Sorry, John.
I messaged it to Jamali on Instagram if you want to tell him that, or I can,
Okay.
or I'll private
Okay.
chat.
Yeah. I'll tell him.
It's in the private chat as well.
Let's see this video.
I'm putting it on right now, big
Because
boy.
I also don't know who these people are.
You don't know who Noel from the Comedy Cafe is?
Oh, I didn't realize it was that. It was that. No, sorry.
Oh yeah, man. They're in the comfort zone.
I've not seen this.
This
Sorry.
already
Rephrase these
feels
a good
like
length.
a
Oh
Julian
shit! Did I just
Barrett
get rated?
Oh hey, did you just get ready?
Oh no, I got a follower. Thank you very much, Smiley Dave.
Are
Sorry.
you sure this isn't another Harry Bikers bit?
bit. Yeah.
I mean, even if it is. Alex, can you do me a favor and send Ashley a link? Actually I can do it. Hang on, I have so much admin. All right, I'm gonna put this on for everyone else.
Oh shit.
Got me a pad and a caller home. I got a big TV and Twitter on my phone. I watch the press killing people with each drone, but it don't bother me because I'm in the comfort zone.
Yes.
Why did it show the Taj Mahal? Why did it show the Taj Mahal?
Taj Mahal.
Because he had it on Google Images and he went, that's
I'm
Flash.
really annoyed with how well he rocks a purple suit.
Is his suit the same color as his door?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
man.
I just want to point out that even Noel isn't as brave as Elliot's dad to wear a purple hat.
Old purple trilby Mark.
Hey, Mr. President, out for the kill. What do you care about another oil spill? Brady Bannon's doing time because she's not a shill. Excuse me, Mr. President, I leave you alone. Because I know you got your big hunky back ass in the comfort zone.
Excuse me?
Honky black ass.
Oh no, Noel.
Is that
It's
because
also
he's
the fact-
biracial?
That he
No,
refers to Chelsea
no,
Manning with her
cancelled.
correct pronouns, but dead names her in the same
Yes!
line.
He's just-
That's
He's
insane.
like, I'm a pretty good guy. I like that David Horace put in the chat, musical comedy is the worst. And I fully agree. And I sing in my act. And I agree.
Also,
Well,
David,
I didn't
David,
expect
you're
like,
a musical comedian.
He's right. No, he's fucking right.
I
It's
didn't expect
awful.
the critique of like Dem foreign policy and then the racism and the dead naming in the next sentence.
What I
It's
like is
bonkers.
he's just walking by his own business. You know what I mean? Like, he's like
yeah,
What do you think? He
I
just
like that
walked
he's-
up and down.
he's changed suits, is what I like.
Yeah. Can you imagine
Yeah.
writing that, then singing that, and then writing in the subtitles, and at no point going, maybe change. I've said this
Man,
3
Phoenix
times. now,
Wright
it's still-
let himself go.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That joke's just for Gareth.
oh, who's here? Oh, welcome aboard, Ashley.
Hey.
Ashley, quick question: are you in the comfort zone?
In the comfort zone.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the comfort zone.
Jimmy.
Okay.
I really like Jimmy, but he's got a fucking poker face. If my manager came to me and went, "We got to do a rap video," I'm dropping that manager right there.
I'm not kidding. They used to every now and then. Noel would at the cafe go, "Jimmy, we're doing the rap," and you just see Jimmy like look at all of us and just go, I just like hosting this gig too much, guys."
Oh, man.
Did he have a look of one day I won't have to do this anymore?
No,
it was resigned. This is me.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause where is
It's like
Jimmy? Where is Jimmy? What the fuck? Who did we just lose?
Oh,
Dude.
Ashley.
Ashley.
That's
Oh shit.
Ashley.
Jimmy. I no, I can't tell that.
Private chat.
Private chat.
Oh, 1 second. I know it's why that's happened. That's all
Man, you
happened.
know it's good if Elliot refuses to say it.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Hey.
Fucking hell.
Hey.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
We're watching Jimmy and Noel rap.
Hey, what's up, Jabali?
Jabali, are you?
What, man? What's up, man? What's up? Yo, I remember one time we was at the comedy cafe and Noel made Jimmy go up and perform this during the show.
I've got a video of that. I recorded the whole thing, but it's on my old
Like,
computer.
oh. And we were like, Jimmy, and he was like, I don't want to do it. And Noel was like, I was saying fucking rap. One of the best things I ever saw in my life.
You want to be a star, don't you?
That's one of the best things.
All right.
This
Before.
is real fucked up for me, so I can't carry on. So I'm gonna have to jump out because it's
Bye, Jamali.
Bye, Jamali.
Bye,
See you, buddy.
Jamali.
Take care.
Well, we almost.
Ships in the night.
Yeah. Welcome back, Ashley. Ashley, let me ask you. I know you got cut off from the stream there for a second.
I did. I don't know what happened.
Are you in any sort of zone?
I'm drinking gin, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Sounds comfortable.
Yeah, it does sound. It certainly does, Suze.
Every night I scream that was once a phone. Looking for a love when every teacher call home, but that ain't gonna happen in the comfort zone.
Hey!
What is the comfort zone? What are they talking about?
It's like the Twilight Zone.
So I have a question about this gentleman.
Which one?
Not the guy in the suit.
Jimmy.
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 So I don't know what's worse, whether Jimmy put effort into this, or
Was it a collaboration, or
Yeah.
did Noel write it all and go?
Was it what? Was it Ghost Britain?
Yeah. Yeah, this was Stormzy's first work.
He's very proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Jimmy write his own bars? Is the question.
Oh, they will have sat down together and read.
Yeah,
for sure.
I guarantee that these two got drunk on a park bench in Shoreditch and came up with this gold. I mean, it is.
Right.
I mean, it is beautifully shot.
Yeah, you can nearly see him. Oh, there he is.
2 spins.
Yeah, what did this guy do? Just give a speech about knife crime?
Fukushima, wonder why there is.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I wouldn't open with it.
Oh
Up in the sky, no fish in the ocean, but look at the glow. Radiation sure gives you a great light show.
Thank God someone's talking about radiation.
Yeah. I will say this.
That's a hell of a pause screen.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, like, I agree with the politics of this entire thing, but it's just very weird.
I keep
Especially
trying
when
to
you know
escape
Noel.
on my keyboard to exit the video and realizing I don't control it.
Yeah, no, we'll watch one more. We'll watch one more stanza.
This is the guy that you don't stand next to at the protest. You're just like,
Yeah,
oh no,
yeah.
we're not with that guy.
Yeah.
We're not with that guy. We are protesting, but we're not with that guy.
Old Joker without the makeup. Accurate.
I think you're muted, Elliot.
Yeah, I
he's
think
been
you're
trying to
muted,
talk
mate.
for ages. Stupid idiot.
Oh yeah.
Why does he keep muting?
Oh, because
He's
sometimes
got the Paddy McGuinness DVD.
He's fucking watching Paddy McGuinness.
He's like, I like him. He used to be a lifeguard and now he's a comedian.
Elliot chose to mute himself.
Paddy McGuinness is actually just out of frame here in case Noel falls into the canal.
Tell him it's good. Tell him it's a fucking good DVD.
Just dropped in, Raz. What's going on here? And the answer is, of course, we're in the comfort
we're,
zone.
we're in the comfort zone, obviously.
Double birds. Little
Chip
Morecambe
both
and Wise
ways.
heel click.
Yeah, $30.
Yeah.
I know the human being and
Right.
fish can coexist peacefully.
Because everybody wants George W. Bush in the background of their music
Yeah.
video.
And an explosion.
45 minutes, I did not have sex.
Oh, so it's all US
Oh, finger on the
presidents.
pulse.
To sell your sex, to selling your cars. They even try to sell you tickets to Mars.
No,
they
they're
just
not.
run a racket, they're running them up. They're ripping you off, they don't give a shuck. But I don't want you to tell me, I really don't care. I just want to spend my whole life on no money down, nothing to pay big DFS, vinyl leather armchair.
Ah, that was.
Peter's in the
Yeah.
telly looking like stars.
Peter's in Rome and the House of Lords.
Peter's in the pocket of all the police.
Hope the dirty buggers don't advise on my knees.
Oh!
Okay, wait, okay.
Some people
He won't
say
say-
that Edgar Wright saw that sequence and used it in Hot Fuzz when the Andes slide out of frame.
He won't say fuck, but he'll call Obama a honky black ass.
That was great. Did he do the subtitles? Because he spelt pedos 3 different ways.
No, I did. I was the one who did the subtitles. Yeah, I did it.
For the comfort zone.
All right. We're
Actually, a
gonna.
video about semiotics.
Oh,
All right.
Ed, come on, man. That was too smart for everyone. Everyone else very. Elliot, are you unmuted?
His mic's broke, I think.
Oh.
No.
Ah.
Oh shit.
Oh god, such a shame.
All right, here's the plan. I have to pee, and then Chris is going to read from the blog I wrote when I was 18 years old, and then that's
Oh,
the
you guys are
stream.
here for a special thing.
Yes.
And I assume you have to go Skype with your girlfriend.
Yeah, I've got a cut. I'm afraid, but it's lovely to see everyone.
It's lovely to see you,
It's lovely
man.
to see you too, Ed, man.
It's lovely to see you,
Yay!
Gareth, see
Hey,
everyone else.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
We can
I'll hit
hear
you
you.
up. Yeah, we should have a. I could hit. I'll hit you all up individually.
Yeah,
because
mate.
I've just been sort of in my cave for too long.
Yeah, mate. Come to LA, Ed. You can sleep on my
Oh
sofa.
yeah, I'll just pop over to LA. You're right.
Why? But America and England's vaccine program is going well. Why isn't travel open between those two places? And I say that because I just
Oh,
want
it
to-
is.
Is it?
Sainsbury's,
Yeah.
you can't even go to a pub. They're not just going to let you.
Oh,
fucking
Elliot's
on the
mic's
street.
working again.
So I can't talk through my microphone. My microphone's just fucked.
What I don't like is in 1 minute when I come back from peeing, I'm then now going to be put in the goddamn barrel because what blog are we? What's the title of the blog before we go to build a little anticipation?
Oh, hold on. Let's check. Where are we? Let's find a nice meaty one.
Oh god.
God, there's so fucking many of them.
And by the way, this is one of 2 different blogs I maintained. There I am. This is what I looked like when I was writing that.
Oh, look. So many dreams.
So many dreams, such lovely hair. I fucking
Lovely hair, mate. I
I like
feel
the
you.
chain on the outside. It's very cool.
goddamn. And I will have you know those are beads on
Oh,
a
really?
necklace. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We like
That's
we always
just
like
this
throwing
far
up the
away
jackets,
from
yeah?
puka shells, and you know it.
I mean, Canada, you can't wear puka shells. It's too cold. All right, I'm gonna pee.
Actually, I have to pee as well. This is a guest only stream for a minute. You guys
All
hold it down.
Okay, Elliot,
see you
Elliot,
later,
Garrett,
everyone.
no, Ashley and Suze are in charge.
Yeah, not yet.
Elliot is
fair.
not in charge. Yeah, I didn't want to come back and it's just going to be just some sort of a screaming culture war debate.
It's just going to be me reading from Mein Kampf. No.
Has that happened before on this stream?
Last time I was on, I got fucked and just started. Just said things I shouldn't have said. Like
Such
I generally,
Ah.
It was
I
such a
got-
cis boy stream, wasn't it? We were just talking about farts and dicks and.
Oh, that's all right.
That's
all
radical
fun.
though. That's cool.
Oh, we
Yeah,
lost
that was
Ashley
That's
again.
all right. That's just Twitch.
There was some primo content.
Well, no, Ashley's gone again.
Yeah, I keep freezing as well, so I'm gonna head. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, see
Bye.
you later.
Hey,
Wait,
Yeah.
Ed, whilst they're
oh,
not here, do you have any plugs?
Oh yeah, just like follow my Twitch. I'll put it in the chat.
Cool.
Is it
Lovely.
Piss Gang?
Is it piss gang? He said
Piss
that so
gang, piss gang,
Is he
piss gang.
frozen or is he just
Gang.
in disbelief?
I think he's gone. Yeah, I think he's
There
dead.
you go.
I'm going to follow Ed as a surprise.
As a
As a
treat.
surprise.
He's gonna be like, wow.
I am still, I think, 19 followers away from 420 followers.
Oh,
And I've-
sweet.
Oh, well, I'll follow you as well.
And I've got 69 subscribers, and I'd like to keep it that way. So don't subscribe. Just follow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
If
follow.
what happens if you get to 420 when we're on stream?
Oh, then I'll do a big fat rip.
Yeah, sick, bro.
Yes, sick, bro. I'm
dope.
just gonna do a big fat rip.
Am I, Suze, you do you smoke weed?
No, never. I don't do anything good.
Why? How comes?
Comes plural.
I just never did when I was at the age where you could start smoking weed because I went, no, I'm going to be a classical singer. I won't do any drugs or smoke a cigarette. And then I just never did.
It's funny you say that, Suze. I've started smoking weed this year.
How old
And
are
I'm-
you?
And I'm in my 30s.
Oh,
It's
I think I'm
so
still. I think
sad.
I'm 36. I think that's too old to start smoking weed.
Very
Like, who the
young.
fuck am I, Kevin Smith?
Yeah. I've been trying to write a bit about it because it's so pathetic.
All right, what
And speaking of Kevin Smith, here he is right now.
Hey!
what happened and why did Ashley leave? What did one of you
Oh.
do?
Elliot's
I
petty
just said
very
I just said Bill Burr's a good comedian. No,
Bill Burr is a good comedian.
Yeah.
About that earlier.
I like that
Actually
both
had a-
Suze and
actually had a
Elliot
quick
assumed that
break.
it was Elliot's fault. Like,
I don't like this picture that's painted of me on here. Like,
You painted it yourself. It's a
Yeah,
self-portrait.
mate,
you're
like,
it's
yeah.
fair enough. It's,
Yeah.
it's totally self-deserved. Yeah.
that's,
Elliot, are
Gareth, I
you
want you
in,
to be
like-
the new art reviewer for The Guardian. It's a self-portrait, you cunt.
4 stars. Very aggressive. Lynn Gardner.
I'm quite interested in Elliot's room that he's streaming from.
Isn't it?
Is it? It's got an air of a nan's house. Are you in a
No,
nan's house?
I'm in my bedroom.
That's
Your
a
dad is
okay.
the biggest nan in the world.
There's my nice flowery,
It's the curtains. I think it's the curtains. They look like.
This is my little Japanese peace lily that I'm looking after.
Oh, it's flourishing.
Yeah, it was dying, so then I put it by the window and I started like watering it once a week.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Sunlight and water.
That is usually how you keep plants alive. Yeah.
Well, no, because you say that all mockingly, but you can overwater them.
It's true.
Yeah.
Which is what most people
I know
go
that.
wrong.
My
Elliot,
apartment
please
has
tell
a
us more
herb
about
garden.
How overwatering plants? How can you tell if you've overwatered your plant?
Well, it just gets all fucked, really.
Why isn't this the gardener's question time content?
Elliot,
why?
Elliot,
let's get Elliot Steele on the Chelsea Flower Show.
I want to say
you've counted it with those berries there, love. That's fucking dog shit.
Look at that fucking arrangement. A dog wouldn't piss on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't never stop listening to you doing a gardening podcast. Don't worry.
I'm in my garden.
Just because it's called grass doesn't mean it's going to talk to the cops.
I'll let you read from before I go on about my flatter.
All right, Chris. Let's get to it.
So, guys, just for a little bit of background. Oh, hold on. We gotta go to the library.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the library that's filled with all the shameful things I've revealed publicly.
Yeah, we're about to get cultured.
Far too small for that.
Yeah,
Chaz, I think you've seen
it's
this
2
before.
floors. Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
I think-
Are we?
Yeah, it's pipe down.
If you have a pipe, it's pipe time.
Oh look.
That's pretty good. Oh wait.
So yes, Gareth. So what this is a live journal for when John Hastings was 19 years old. That I read in the voice. My punishment for this is I have to read it in the voice that I did promo shows for a show called Liar Liar 11 years ago, which
Jim
is a
Carrey.
fucking nightmare. No, I wish I was in that. It was a live game show.
There he is, right there. That's him doing one of the promos, right there.
That's me.
Oh look.
I don't think you guys can hear the
Waistcoat.
alert though.
No,
But
Ashley,
oof,
welcome
it was
back.
bad. Ashley, perfect timing.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Why? You're
Nothing
just
to apologize for.
Because
you're just
my
in time
internet-
to watch me be.
I did a stream. I did a stream just before this, and my internet was fine, so I don't know what's happening. But anyway, what's happening?
Because the internet. Why are you just naming Childish Gambino albums?
Yeah. I'm about to be publicly shamed. That's what's about to happen. Oh, Chris is leaving. Bye, Chris.
Yes, that's what happened the last time I came on here. I got publicly shamed, so
Did you?
It's about time the tables turned.
Was that
yes, I did.
when I was on?
You didn't get publicly shamed.
Yeah.
We were startled by the fact that you are such a good friend. You stayed in that tent.
That was insane.
And then
That
it
was
turned out I
insane.
had the same story, and we were.
What happened?
Yeah.
Two
And I was
different-
like,
two different
thank you.
tents.
This is not an unusual event.
What happened?
Two of Ashley's friends started fucking in front of her in a
Yeah,
tent,
yeah.
and she just sat there and watched.
Oh no, Elliot.
I did not. I need to be clear. I did not watch.
Yeah, you were drunk and having a chat with other friends, right? That's what was happening. Like it was you and a group of people
Yeah.
having like a chat, and then there's people fucking over here.
Okay. What was the
Yeah.
What was the size of this tent?
Good
What was
question,
the
Chad.
recommended
It was like a-
occupancy?
Did it have
I
two
think
rooms?
it was like a 4-man tent.
That's
No, it
not
did
big
not have
enough.
2 rooms. It had like a porch. You know those ones that have like a porch and then like a
An
main
antechamber.
building?
chamber.
I learned about it before.
What
Yeah,
was it?
so
A
it was one of
festival?
those ones.
Was it?
Break-
Was
No,
No,
it was
they-
in my garden.
What? What?
Is your
Perfectly
garden in there?
acceptable.
I left
bedrooms
that
in a
out
house.
last time, didn't I? I did not mention that the last time.
I was picturing the woods. This was in your garden. You could have gone into your parents'
going into your own bed.
Hey, see, maybe, wait, was it your parents? Because
No, it was not my parents.
Oh god.
Sounds like
damn.
someone
like, you know-
would say that if it was their parents.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Suze, you said
It
you
was not my
been in
parents.
this exact same situation.
yeah, but it was
Yeah.
just fingering.
Yeah. Wait.
They
was
told me afterwards it was just fingering, and I was
What-
like,
That's
Was it
worse,
in-
though. That's worse.
I know, and
I don't think it's worse.
No, I don't think it's worse.
I don't think it is because
I think it's worse.
fingering. What happened there is they wanted to, but Suze was there.
they said they thought I was asleep, and I was like, no, I was just silent.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, that's-
and I like really quietly put my fingers in my ears so I wouldn't have to hear it.
Ashley,
Oh.
Ashley
That was
and
like-
Hughes, quick question from the chat: were they blocking the exit to the tent?
No.
For me, it wasn't that. It was just like I have two options here. I can either get up and leave, and then that's really awkward for them, or I can just put my fingers in my ears, and then they'll never know that I heard anything because they
That's
probably
so
think I'm
fucking
asleep.
British.
Then I told everybody.
Yeah,
And-
I can spot the error here.
yeah, I think the problem here was me. That some people though, that would be their sexual awakening story, and like I look back on it and I'm just like, oh, that was horrible.
Yeah, it does sound horrible.
It's
You're just trying to
horrible,
have a-
yeah.
Trying to have a
Yeah.
little shut eye and you hear the sound of shoe
I know, and it was a
leaving
sleepover.
puddle.
It was a sleepover where, because everyone was 16, 17, so everyone was smoking loads of weed, except good old Suze Kempner straight edge going like, good night, everybody.
Suze, come
I
on.
need to practice my arias if I'm to be
Yes.
the queen of the night one day.
I take a hard line on all things except disturbing people mid-fingering. That
Yeah.
is where
You have found
But
the
that
wiggle
was kind
room.
of me too. Maybe it was just like we were vulnerable people and we just got subjected to these types of situations.
I'm a
Oh
very
no!
vulnerable
Now,
person.
now the story's getting so dark. I'm just picturing.
That's what
your
I'm here
parents-
for. Bring the tone down.
I know it's just well, yeah. Don't worry, we have a way to save it. Chris,
It's a wonderful first impression, Ashley, I must say.
hit it.
Yes, hi, nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you too.
all right. Where were we? Okay, so the last one that we read in because I didn't go chronological with your dad, John. I jumped to one.
Great.
So the last one was life on this globe is so silly, Billy. No.
Mm.
So
What?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
by the way,
John, fuck me, man.
I mean, it contained such glorious quotes as "I believe I was put on this earth to be a clown."
no, I don't think that one. Silly Billy, no, wasn't. I wasn't put on this earth to be a
Wait,
clown.
wait.
That is
I want to get ready for this because
yeah, fucking Elliot, time to get some
Yeah,
fucking
actually, can I
points
just
on the
pour
board.
myself
man.
another drink before we
Everyone,
start?
get yourself.
everyone get in.
I've got a bottle of Absolute vodka, raspberry flavour.
Do you know what the one thing I don't like about this already is that John's brought it in like that's some sort of save it like so that slightly lessens the roast a little bit. So I want us to all go extra hard.
I
on
got
it
news for you.
because-
I know what's in this. It has not lessened. If anything, I should have just shut the fuck up.
If no because if Chris had found it somehow and then brought it, it would be like but yeah, all right.
Yeah,
You've kept
This
some
is why-
control.
this is why the first thing I did when I was clearing out my childhood bedroom and I found all of the tapes where little 10-year-old me used to make my own radio shows. I tell you what I did with those. I smashed them with a fucking hammer and then threw them away.
Not me, man. Come on, we're all live streamers now. You need fucking content. We're two and a quarter
Yeah.
hours in.
I'm so glad my handwriting's so shit. No one will ever be able to read. What I write.
I mean,
I got the same thing.
These are smart
Yeah.
decisions.
if I was really brave, though, I would just do this and have Chris read it out.
Okay, so the first couple are pretty low key. We're reading them in chronological order. We're getting to know John as he grows and ages and finds.
Oh, hang on
himself.
1 second. Chaz, don't act like you've wiped the world of all of the embarrassing things.
Excellent,
Chaz, you're in
excellent,
Avenue
Alex.
Q.
No, I
Excellent.
wasn't in a production of Avenue Q. My school had a thing called Cabaret Night where people could do extracts from musicals. Anyways, the whole thing.
Which one did you do? My girlfriend who lives in Canada.
No, I did If You Were Gay,
Yes.
and I specifically bought a puppet for it. and
It's a
tried to
solo.
teach myself how to operate it.
Alex,
Wait. Did you do that at school?
Yeah.
You at school. You at school. Let me do. Where did you go to school?
Bedford. I went to school in Bedford.
Bedford. And
Yeah.
you were gonna do if I was. I've never heard if I was gay, but I'm
If
gonna
you were
guess.
gay, that's the important thing.
Oh,
If you were gay.
If
Yeah.
good God.
Funnily enough, the person that I duetted with was 6 months away from coming out at the time.
Oh, really? Why? What would give you the idea that they would ever turn out to be gay? Starring in a musical, doing a song called "If You Were Gay."
Easy, Andrew Doyle.
Okay.
Why don't
Okay.
you tweet
So
about it? hiding behind the guise of a young woman.
Did you go to school with Little Nas?
that music video is fucking hilarious. When he's working on Satan's cock and he looks right down the camera.
It's
I'm like, that's you know what you're doing.
It's
This is hilarious.
yeah.
Just before we get to my public shaming, here's was the meeting that Little Nas had for that music video. Is he looked in the mirror and he went, "I want to be more famous," and then he just walked into a room and went, "I need the devil, and he's gay," and it's just like, "Let's do this, baby!" All right.
Oh, it's great.
Also, yes, can I please have that video of Chaz? And also, please, here we fucking go. What's
Jesus
this one
Christ.
titled?
Okay, no title for this one.
Good.
Because it's you just posted about a quiz that you took
Oh.
online.
Oh.
This post is 7:19 p.m. the 30th of March 2004. Let me get into character. Yes, excellent. Which America hating minority are you?
Fuck me.
What?
What?
Fuck me. Someone just read some Chomsky, hadn't they, that week? Jesus Christ.
This is a quiz that you not only took, but
Hang on.
with the world that you took.
It's Chomsky, not Chumpsky.
I said Chomsky.
Oh, it's
Don't throw this on me. Don't you
Mate,
dare try and throw this on me.
What am I gonna fucking do?
You funny.
I just found out why he posted it because here's the answer. So the quiz was called "Which America hating minority are you?" Answer: I am an intellectual. The whole post. That's it.
Oh.
719 30th of March 2004. 1 minute later. 720 30th of March 2004. Title: My brain is broken.
The intellectual.
As an intellectual, I'm so aware of these things. I'm able to.
If you were a teenager today, you'd be that one guy who's really into Rick and Morty.
Oh God! If I was a teenager right now, the amount of times I would have just said "Pickle Rick" as opposed to a personality would be in the millions.
I am so glad I was not a teenager when social media was around. I'd have written terrible things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not like now.
I wasn't a teenager when this is in 2004. I invented my own Facebook and then preserved it.
This is why I'm glad that MySpace
I'm just
purged
glad
their
Bebo
pages.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bebo died. MySpace died. These are
I'm
very
just very
good
glad Bebo doesn't exist anymore.
What is Bebo? What is Bebo?
Oh, Bebo was not big, but it was there.
It was pretty good social media. That
It was definitely a thing. Yeah.
What was its USP, Bebo? What was, because it was around at the same time as MySpace and Facebook.
It was. Do you remember? Because at first it was Pixo, then it was Bebo. Do you remember
Okay,
Pixo?
okay.
How do
Yeah,
you
Pixo-
remember that? Right?
Because all my
You
my
just said you're
friends had
too
one,
young
but
for
I couldn't-
Bebo and then came out with that.
Yeah. Well, all my friends had one, and I couldn't work out how to do it. And then, so every time I did it, I kept forgetting my password, so I just had to keep creating different Pixar accounts, and then I just. Yeah, good. Back to John's weird fucking thing. This is about
just quickly, and I'm not trying to deflect. I mean, I am a bit. Bebo is still a thing. It is back.
What?
Bebo
Why?
is back, baby.
Do you reckon where
I
that's
did
all the Trump
read
supporters
this.
have gone?
I did read this lately that Bebo was making a comeback. I just hope the old
Also-
accounts aren't still alive.
Someone
Oh,
archived
it's the
them.
new car
Someone
now.
archived them, Ashley. I guarantee it's out
Yeah.
there. Someone
No,
archived
it's
them.
not, because
Yeah,
we tried.
that's
Me and my
written in
mates,
indelible ink. Sorry.
me and my mates had some videos on Bebo that we tried to get back, and one of them emailed the CEO of Bebo a couple of years ago to try and get them. And he was like, "Oh, that's all long gone.
Oh, okay.
Everything on there is gone."
Oh,
lucky.
To the courts.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Some things are still online that shouldn't be online, and thankfully some things are gone. Total will never take down my brief foray into their student stand-up competition. The third result when you Google my fucking name.
Ian Sterling got his removed.
Did he? That's
Yeah, but
power.
I'm not doing as good as Ian, am I?
Wait,
No.
Ian got his chortle student thing removed?
He got it removed. I don't know how he did it. I've asked, and he doesn't really talk about it. But I
Yeah,
remember
because a bunch of agents that were briefly comedians, you can still find their chortle student competition things.
Oh, delicious. Yum, yum, yum.
Liam Whitnell, when he got the Amused Moose nomination, got an email off Steve Bennett being like, "Can I come and review the show?" And he went, "Yeah, you can have a comp and you can come review the show if you remove my chortle student clip." And he went, "I'd rather have the clip," and didn't go to the show.
Oh.
Didn't do.
Oh my god. Right.
I mean, interesting. All right, Chris, go ahead.
I kind of respect that move by Steve, and I've never said that before. Okay, 7:20 right after.
By the way,
Brand
Suze
new
just took a
sentence.
hit straight from the vodka bottle.
I will drink.
Oh, holy shit! No, I don't smoke weed. I just like to. Fuck.
I down some Angostura bitters next.
This is how I could tell you do the cabaret
Oh,
circuit as well,
Suze.
sis.
Samesies.
Hey! Goes down smooth.
Okay, 7:20 p.m. March 30th, 03, 2004. My brain is broken. This whole post is in caps.
I'd rather hear two people fucking in a tent next to me than hear the next sentence.
And it's in all.
This one
Sorry,
actually
Chris, did you
is-
say it was in all caps?
all caps, but it's this one isn't okay. This one isn't necessarily like a life is so silly, Billy. No, this is more. I have no idea what he means by this,
All right,
and it's very brief. And so I'm curious if you can piece it together.
Lay it on me.
I hate auditions.
Oh, I'm now relating to it so hard.
14 exclamation marks.
What were you auditioning for, age 19?
Chris, what's
Okay.
the date?
March 30th, 2004.
You were never going to be Annie Oakley, and you'll have to accept that.
I will not accept that, Chaz, and you know I won't. I was born to. I can get a gun. Is that the end of the post?
Okay. Oh no, there's 4 more lines.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yum, yum, yum.
Going.
It doesn't. The piece. Make what you will of this. I hate auditions. You learn it from me. Okay, you will. You lied.
Oh,
I
John.
will kill you.
John, how did you not
That's
shoot
it.
up
That's
your
the whole
school?
thing.
How did you? It would have been more dignified.
To what? To just flat out Columbine it.
Oh, just fucking anything. Yes, Jesus Christ, man.
Mate, I'm not. I gotta
Good,
tell
good
you
on
right
you.
now.
Good on you for improving as a person, though.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's really gross.
Fuck me.
No, it's
man.
been a real journey for you.
It certainly has. I want you to know I'm a thespian now. I would say at this point I was auditioning for other theater schools to attend for university is probably what I was talking about.
Okay.
As for those other 4 lines, absolutely no fucking idea.
I think you were probably being judgmental of the audition panels
I mean,
Or
am
maybe
I,
the other auditionees.
I
and like
wouldn't-
how they gave conflicting notes.
that this is all very possible. Although I don't know if anyone who here has done like theater school or like theater auditions. These are
No,
like,
Yeah.
Like, John, you must
Yeah.
have, instead of like showing up to school, you just go and like click into school. And that was it.
And you're stabbing people with a retractable knife.
It's like the opening of Fame, but John's just slightly out of beat, so he just pulls for a Mac 10.
I mean, I'm not trying to deflect. I'll take my time in the barrel. Elliot, I think the movie you were looking for is West Side Story and not Fame.
No, Fame's the school where they all fucking.
He's right. He's
Get out of here, John.
He's gone out of pure rage.
It wasn't the Sharks and the Jets.
I hate your distance.
It's so weird to hear all this in your accent, Elliot.
Can we get a brand new command, Alex? Exclamation mark auditions. John hates them.
I've had a couple of drinks. I'm a bit more.
A bit more your Padawan.
Okay, this next one is an actual paragraph.
Oh, good.
Okay, so oh wow, you don't post for 3 weeks.
Because he's so angry.
Mate, I was auditioning.
I mean, didn't fucking stop you here.
I want you to know, by the way, I didn't
He
do
had
anything.
to prep his classical and his contemporary.
I want you to know that StreamYard literally kicked me out for a second, and I came back to a screen that went, "We don't know what's wrong. Just refresh and try again." And I did. Yeah. Oh my God!
So
wow,
much, Alex.
that was fast. Very good stuff.
Okay, so this is 12:48 a.m. Go to sleep, young John. April 19th, 2004. Title: Oh shit. Okay. So I have an exam fucking soon.
I'm
not studied. Then I have 2 on the 26th
Pause.
and the 27th.
Not true. This is something I'll reveal about the douchiness of myself. Is I used to tell people, "Oh, I didn't study. I studied all of the time," which also leads me to believe that any person that ever says, "Oh, I don't study," 100% lying. And I've confronted some people that did that.
This makes it worse, John, because this means that you're trying to craft an online persona that you think is cool.
100%. You're
to only yourself.
Yeah,
no
like
one else
who was
reading
before?
Oh no! A lot of people were reading it.
Yeah, sometimes there are comments.
There's
we always
comments
check the
sometimes.
comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a following.
I thought it was a diary as well.
Like, I mean, but it's a diary in the sense of you guys just weren't in the live journal community. It was a place to share yourself.
It's live journal.
I feel like you spent your 20s starting conversations with, has a former gifted child.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at my report cards, gifted would be a real stretch of the term. I don't like Gareth's silence and just staring forward. Like, I feel like my conversation. Yeah, I feel like my respect.
You've got a nerve, actually. Because
Gareth, who basically at this point plays horror video games for a living, is more horrified at this than any game he's played.
Very true. Gareth is stoned. Well, that's also true, Liam, but don't bring that. Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Okay. We have a rule here where if it gets interrupted, we got to start from the top. So
fair point. Yeah, let's start from the top again.
I'm going to interrupt so much.
Yeah. So I have an exam fucking soon. Not studied. Then I have 2 on the 26th and the 27th. And man, I could care less. But I gotta go to sleep. Also, I have many good things to write here. But I will do that on the 28th or 29th. So long, amigos. Also, I have a new nickname.
Oh, no. There's nothing that makes a nickname catch on like you coming up with it for yourself.
Yeah, coining a nickname.
Main event, John McNeish Hastings.
Main event? What? Main event.
Main event.
I'm sorry. Was the exam you studying for to enter the WWE? What the fuck are you? The main event. Did you want people to go? Oh, the main. Did you know he's coming tonight, John? The main event, the very same. What the fuck was you hoping that would catch on?
Back on! That's main event John Hastings music.
Barbara Streisand singing her song, "The Main Event."
Oh, look, it's Terry Undercard here as well. Is there the whole gang's coming?
That would be a great name for a wrestler. Are you kidding me? Terry Undercard.
There's only 2 words left. So also, Also, I have a new nickname. Main event, John McNeish Hastings.
McNeish.
I like.
I like the fact that you added amigos as well to try capture the Spanish market.
Yeah.
You were ahead of your time.
Like I listen to this and I'm like, there's a man who knows his branding.
Yeah.
There's
Nothing said.
It's a very white. It's a very white guy move to preempt your interestingness. You're like, I will be posting some content.
Someone said it in the
I
comments.
do have good things.
Oh,
Got loads of good things to write.
David Hoare, fucking solid.
Who's hoping this kid? John Maynard? Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this next act is just trying out a type 5. It's the main event, John Hastings. But don't go anywhere after he's come on and take your drinks back to the bar.
John, the main event, McNeish. And I like at the end is really there's something unsettling about that.
I like.
And
this is 2 years before
on
Borat.
your ellipsis.
It would be creepier if you swapped I for daddy.
I want you to know, of course, it's and what's also the I like. This is pre-Borat, so there. That's who wrote that. That's who wrote that right there.
You weren't pre-Borat.
Surely not. Yeah,
No,
I
it was
remember
pre-Borat.
Borat.
Borat the movie. Borat the movie. So Borat
Okay.
hadn't made it to my shores. Also, I just would like to point out the utter douchiness that Ashley already pointed out. Of I essentially promoted other interesting stories, which means we need to read the next entry to find out what I was holding out. Like, come on.
You would have been
There's a lot
the
to this.
worst YouTuber.
Adam Rose stole this from you. This is what happened. The I've got an announcement tomorrow. You were the first guy to do it.
I like the way you said, hi guys, I've got exams and I'm not going to study for them. And I've got to wait till they're over before I write all my good stuff. Like, what are you doing before your exam?
Suze, I don't
you're
know
not
if
studying.
If you know how to build an online profile for yourself, I'm a real scofflaw. As you know, as Ashley was pointing out, I was letting everyone know about my privilege.
Yeah, it's being
you
a
know?
scofflaw. That's why he's got that blue tick, Suze. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
I'm
So,
a blue
Chris-
tick prick.
Chris, we were promised these stories on the 28th or 29th. When did we get them?
When did the stories materialize, Chris?
22nd, he couldn't hold him back, you guys. It was too
Hold
good
him
to
back,
keep.
20 seconds.
Gareth, if you think that the stories that me from 2004 was able to hold during, Alistair Campbell, he's in some room in 10 Downing Street, just Xing on a map, and then we'll kill them there, and we'll kill them there. We were both getting up to big things, you know what I mean? Alistair Campbell couldn't wait for oil to come into the possession of Britain, and I couldn't wait to share my stories. Go ahead.
Really
Chris.
good stuff to write.
So 1:42 a.m., 22nd of April.
Oh,
So
white
4
wine.
days early.
White wine
Pre-test.
hate crime.
Pre-tests. There's 2 days till the tests.
Fuck.
Title. So it is 1:42, and I need to study.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
So many things to cover. First, who earns to the Sens? Come on! We were this close. Senators are the Ottawa hockey team. My God, I never get this wrapped up. Wrapped spelt without a W. Wrapped up in sports. But for once, I want us to beat their asses. And yes, I know I am a Torontonian by origin, but I bleed gold, red, and black.
I do.
Wind. Wind?
Wind.
Yeah, not
Wind.
blood. Wind.
Unexpected.
Wine.
Okay.
Wine?
Also, on the university front, I got into the following as of right now: Acadia, Bishops, Algonquin, Humber, U of T, Recommendation. And I really want Concordia for the reason they did not accept me. It was the first time I got a good vibe off the bat.
It's not even true. They did accept me. I just didn't send in my transcripts on time. But I wanted to, you got to paint that underdog internet vibe. You know what I'm saying?
They did accept me, but they refused to call me the main event. So I didn't accept them.
And that's a very important step on my journey.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like he's going into a tables, ladders, chair game, trying to give himself a fucking nickname.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing 192 pounds, soaking wet, John the
I got news for you. At this time in my life, I was nowhere near 190 pounds soaking wet. I assume I was in the 300s for sure. I was like probably 20 or 25. We can go to the photos. There it is right there.
Oh, look.
God, I want that hair bag.
He only got into 9 universities.
Yeah. No big guys. I just got into a bunch of theater programs at mid-level Canadian universities. Who wants
just so I know the sort of ending of the story arc, which university did you end up going to?
Concordia in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Sorry for spoilers, guys.
Yeah, I bleed Stinger gold, Chaz. I'll have you know.
That's cool. I mean, it's nice to support a team that's not the Pittsburgh Penguins, the superior hockey team.
I mean, we don't have time for this, but they are not the superior hockey team. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
It's obviously the Vancouver Canucks. Anyways, onward.
It's also not true.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of 2 consecutive Stanley Cups.
Oh, that's interesting. You know what else? I can't hear you. You want to know why? Because you just been moving from the fucking stream. That's why. Yeah. Let's see what Marilyn Lemieux would do in the old penalty box. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, Chris, with the shame.
Okay. These are the rules. I have to start over.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So many things to cover. First, Boo earns to the Sens. Come on, we were this close. My God, I never get this wrapped up in sports, but for once, I want us to beat their asses. And yes, I know I'm a Torontonian by origin, but I bleed gold, red, and black wind. Also on the university front, I got into the following as of right now: Acadia, Bishops, Algonquin, Humber, U of T, recommendation. And I really want Concordia for the reason they did not accept me. It was the first time I got a good vibe off the bat, and after the first year, no requirements, i.e., if I hate voice, no voice, if I only want acting and I can take acting, etc., 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 and man, do I hope I get in. Just so like I have prof, I am an actor of talent and grace and charm.
Prof.
Yes,
Professor.
not proof. Not proof.
Professors teach at universities, so it was
Professor
no,
Main
stop.
Event.
Two Fs. Professor Main Event.
Hi, children, we've got a
Professor
new
Main
teacher
Event.
coming. Now, children, we're
I
going to
didn't
be
do a
studying
doctorate and a
physics,
postdoctorate.
Yes. Professor Main Event, what do you make of this? Well, I think the black hole theorem is a very different thing. Very well put, Professor Main Event.
Professor Main Event. I didn't do a doctorate and a postdoctorate to be called Mr. Main Event.
Hey, Chris.
My father was a main event, and his father was a main event, and we've been main event since we've been.
No son of mine is going to be an undercard.
I'm going on to Concordia University's notable alumni.
Oh, yeah? What'd you find?
Oh, yeah. Who are not? You won't find me.
You will find you because I've just added you.
Let's see how long that lasts. Can we start the tournament?
I'd just like to point out, I would only like to be added as a notable alumni as John the Main Event.
I'm not going to touch it. You can have a look and see what I've put.
Oh my God!
Where is it? Where is it?
Definitely
I'll bring that up right now.
Oh, here we go. Wikipedia and everything.
Professor John the Main Event Hastings.
John, bring it up on the screen. Bring it up.
I am.
Oh my God, Kathleen Zellner.
Yep, there it is right there. Right under actor, comedian, and producer Will Arnett and mountaineer and speaker Theodore Ferrers.
But literally, Kathleen Zellner went. That's
remember.
amazing. That I'm genuinely impressed.
Oh, she was the
Make a murderer.
Yeah. She's like, if you're not what's it? If you hire me and you're guilty, you're pretty fucking stupid. She said that.
Yeah, but is she a professor of main events? Does she
Oh,
have?
absolutely not. No.
What did she do?
She like she's a bit like a you know, the Innocence Project.
Oh, okay.
People who are in jail, and it's really spurious why they're there. So she's like, I get them off, not like that.
Does she always
Bit
say it like
bawdy
that?
cunt. Yeah, she's bawdy.
I can't. Can you imagine that ever? You come to me and I'll get you off. Not like that. Stop laughing.
Stop it, you.
Just in every
Like that
single
shit.
ad. You have problems? I'll get you off. Stop laughing. And it says that on every Subway ad. I'll get you
And the
off.
picture is her just
Stop
going like
laughing.
midway through, going, stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krish.
Okay. Ugh, I hate this rule. So many things to cover. First, Boo earns to the Sens. Come on, we were this close. My God, I never get this wrapped up in sports, but for once I wanted us to beat their asses. And yes, I know I'm Torontonian by origin, but I bleed gold, red, black, and wind. Also, on the university front, I got into the following as of right now: Acadia, Bishops, Algonquin, Humber, U of T, recommendation. I really wanted Concordia for the same reason they did not accept me, except it's spelled EX. It was the first time I got a good vibe off the bat, and after the first year requirements, i.e., if I hate voice, no voice. If I only want acting, I can take acting, etc., etc., etc. And man, do I hope I get in just so I have prof. I am an actor of talent and grace and charm. Windsor, I am not holding my breath for, because let's face it, that was crazy hard. And that program seems to hone the acting craft to the extreme. Which while I want to be able to explore more than just that, and while they can get you a career, I want to be accepted for me, not where I go to school. Or maybe I am just stupid and should go to Windsor if accepted, but it is so far from Ottawa. And let's face it, I want to still volunteer improvally. Ooh, I hate that. That's volunteer
Is
at an
that
improv
an improv
theater.
group?
Improvally. Yeah.
Improvally.
I still want to volunteer improvally in O-Town and go and cock in quotes, cock with Bob and Paul Windsor would be way too far. I'm going to want an explanation of what the fuck that means.
Got it.
We'll do that at the end. There's only 2 more sentences. Then again, I could be without the Concordia option or making it for the wrong reasons, i.e. Montreal is a close city, but my mom and I are sitting down on Saturday and she is going to play devil's advocate and I am going to talk it out.
Oh, so it's all
That's
right
all
for
for
her to do
no,
it.
folks.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
first of all-
Let's just go to Elliot's hot takes. Go ahead, Elliot.
It's all right, it's all right for her to play devil's advocate, but God forbid I should do it. Where was your
Oh no.
Yeah. Chris, when you were speeding through the first half of that, it was in perfect iambic pentameter.
Oh, thank you very much.
But it also went a little bit Bela Lugosi at one point.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
I would
fair.
say
I
that.
want to get into Concordia. Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. Yeah. Chaz, turn it on him. Yeah, quickly. Less questions for me, please.
Yeah, this
No.
accent is not
Let's
something I
go
have
back to
practiced.
the weird thesp child. First
Yeah.
of all, as an improviser myself,
Go
you're
ahead.
an improv wanker. Young you.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm a thespian, baby.
Improvily as an adjective?
Yes.
No.
I want to volunteer improvily.
I mean, guys, maybe you guys aren't comedians, but that was a classic joke. Elliot, thoughts on my classic joke?
Utter dog shit. No, it was. I just don't get why you would do this. Like, why?
That's the
don't
question,
understand
Elliot.
it.
That's the question.
Why would you? Why?
You didn't have the inbuilt social media training of the younger generation.
I know,
Yeah.
but why? Why were people like commenting and stuff?
Yeah, the stick, bro. Keep it up.
Were people going? Were people like
Windsor.
vestedly
People-
interested?
I honestly can't remember.
Were there
would've-
people-
Have you got any comments, Chris? Is there any comments on it?
Yeah.
I don't think there were any on this one. Let me double check though.
Yeah.
So that's
Some
a
comedy on
even-
that.
Not even like.
I don't
can't
think
wait.
improvly is even
No,
a word
funny.
that means anything to do with improv.
I don't. I mean, Ashley, you haven't heard all of these, but spelling is really kind of a loose thing I'm up to. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. By the way, there was literally 0 punctuation in that whole thing.
yeah.
Oh, that's nice because you were in a hurry to get all your thoughts out.
Exactly. I'm a professor of theater. I am not a professor of English, for the love
Prof.
of God.
John.
John, can you
Prof of my
I think
grace as
improv-
an actor.
I'm a professor of theatre, therefore I don't understand the concept of drafts.
Yeah.
John, can you explain what it is to go and cock with Bob and Paul?
Yeah. It was just my friend Paul's weird slang for hanging out, and that I would then adopt at that time. It's an odd thing, but it happens all the
cock?
time. Yeah, go cock around, you bunch of cocks.
It does just sound like you all wanking.
Oh, so
each
you
other
were
off.
less of a
I mean-
person and more a collective of idioms taken from your
Exactly.
friends.
Yeah. We were not gendered. We were just cocks.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah. Cutting edge. Let's go back to. I like Elliot's perspective on these things. Elliot, your thoughts on the revelation of cock?
I think it's fine. We all have things that get us through the day, and you needed a few.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around. I never had you down. I never had you down as like a theatre kid.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Even though, do you know what I mean? I always thought you were better than
Oh
that.
yeah.
Cool.
That's why I was so good at making fun of you when you were 19, because so many people were doing it to me when I was 19.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This
I
all
feel like
started
you
making
keep cutting to Elliot for this because he's wearing a shirt and is thus the only like visual symbol of authority.
Yeah.
No, it's because everyone else is just sort of looking and listening, and then you go over to Elliot, and Elliot literally had basically his head in his hands, listening to the first part, just like, what the fuck is this?
Elliot's a very heart on sleeve kind of guy, though. That's a good
No,
thing.
it's not like a political shirt. It's more like a beer garden with your dad kind of shirt.
Yeah, Elliot, you're dressed
Your
up like
mother
you're
and I
about-
are separating.
Yeah, Elliot.
This is England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Elliot,
but don't you go for my shirt after you've just written you go cock with your friend, you fuck.
Hang on. I didn't say fucking anything about your fucking shirt, and I didn't just write this.
I saw
nearly
you
20
trying to
years
come with
ago.
some overhand to me, and you want to be known as the fucking main event, like you're some sort of amazing dish that costs like give us 2 days
that's right.
notice
Cut
if you're
that
ordering the
promo,
main
Elliot.
event.
Cut that promo.
Bring it on, yeah.
In this
Yeah.
Sunday. Tell them what you're gonna do.
Keep going. What else you got to say?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Real quick,
I've
I'm
never
gonna
had
Hell
that.
in a
refill
cell.
my
What are you
drink.
gonna do?
Yeah, Ashley's gonna refill. All right, Ashley's gone. So we'll do when Ashley comes back. We'll do one more. That'll bring us to a solid 3 hours.
Okay.
Alex, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I got away with it.
We will watch Chaz's AvaQ video potentially tomorrow.
I feel like we should watch it while he's here, though. That's more fun, isn't
No,
it?
I know, but just next time he can come on, we have him come on and then we'll watch it.
But then maybe he never comes back on. We don't know Chaz's character.
That's true. All right, one more blog post and then we will watch Chaz's video. Yes.
Someone's saying I would have beat John up in school. Here's the thing: I wouldn't have. There are no pictures of me in school because I was so ashamed of myself. I wouldn't let anyone take photos. So I used to bunk off the school photo. Yeah.
There's a photo, Elliot. There's a photo of you when you were like 14 at a house party and you just done your first line of coke.
Oh, that was when I was 16, 17.
Ah,
that was
right.
after school.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that makes it fine.
Let
No
me
problem.
find that. That's no, when I was like from the
It's
ages
really
of
good
like,
because it looks like he's 16 and on cocaine.
I mean,
I see we've reached the circle jerk of humiliation portion.
I just want to say I've got the
Suze has
video
gotten
up.
off scot-free because every embarrassing thing that's happened to Suze is a viral Twitter thread now.
I'm way ahead.
Elliot, I have a post that you made. Can I show it to everyone?
Can you show me what it is first? Fuck it, go ahead.
You sure?
Go on. What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's the post about you trying to buy weed.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
You put it as a recommendation.
Yeah. I didn't realize.
Cali weed, specifically
I know.
Cali weed.
I hate to write. I also hate me for writing this on here. But anyone know where I can buy Cali weed?
Oh, shit.
I hate myself for this reply too. California. I'm after some hash too, if possible.
Joe Jacobs.
Are you, so you what? Are you in LA right now,
Who, me or Elliot?
Elliot?
No, that's why I'm asking for it. I would have just popped out to the shop.
But why were you asking for it in California?
No, he's in Croydon.
It's a type of
Oh,
weed.
it accidentally did a recommendation.
Yeah. It wasn't. It. I put it up and then it just came up as a recommendation. And it just made it so much more funny.
I'm such a fucking square. I'm like, see, are you in California? How exciting!
Oh, Ashley, did you get another drink?
I did.
Good.
Did you get any Cali weed when you were out there?
Yeah.
Cali weed.
Yeah. Did anyone recommend you some Cali weed while you were in the kitchen?
No, I can't say that they did. Although one of the
That would be
plants
the
is
weirdest thing if
suspicious. I don't know.
If you walked into your kitchen and there's just a guy in a leather jacket being like, hash pills. Hash pills, Coke.
Coke. You want some Coke?
Yeah, I just
All
go
right.
out.
But he still
I haven't
whispers
had that
it, even though it's just
experience.
you and him.
Yeah. He still whispers it, even though you're the only two people in the house.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
Shall we read one more and then we'll
do
watch
one more? All right.
Chaz?
All right. Okay, so we can either do the one that we read with your dad. That's a short one, which is the next one. Oh, by the way, the next three posts are quizzes again. One is 10th of May. So you didn't post for 2.5 weeks after that last one.
Thank
so we
God.
never got your big
Well, he had
news
to
from
not
the
study
28th
for the
and 29th.
exams.
Yeah, it's very busy.
What genre of rock are you? You got the Sex Pistols. You posted that twice.
Because that's cool.
And then there's one. It doesn't even say what the quiz is. It just says in big bold letters, "I am 43% asshole / bitch."
Oh,
That's what percentage arsehole are you, bitch or arsehole?
Yeah. And then if you're 43% bitch, then it's like, what percentage are you lover and child and mother?
I also want.
Like,
Can we? What are the comments on all of these posts?
No comments on those. There are 2 comments on the next one though.
fucking sad trombone.
Let's read that next one, baby.
Okay, so we did do this one yesterday, but in the interest of chronological order, 11:58 a.m., 15th of September. Oh, what? So 4 months have gone by since you posted. You put it down. You walked away.
been a
You
white
take
boy
it life
summer.
seriously. And so he very accurately titled this one, "The Mighty King Returns."
Yeah, that sounds all right. Let's just.
Oh, what's it gonna be now? He
Kelly,
was
you're gonna
Moment, he
fucking
knew that he fucked up.
Elliot's gonna hate this opening line. "Well, hello, my lugubrious mates."
oh.
But no one's even commenting. That's the
Perfect impression of Boss from the IT crowd, Gareth.
Well, hello, my lugubrious mates. I am in Montreal and loving it. Man, it is sweet here. Got the swinging bachelor pad with a circular bed and tiger print shower curtains. I am in
Tiger print shirt, shower curtains. That's bachelor pad, baby.
I am in program I love, like I like doing the reading. It is fucked up. Also, this city makes sense. It is all off one main street, which makes walking a treat. Sweet rhymes. Also, I could have conceivably avoided a bunch of my first year courses, but who cares? They're easy enough, and I get knowledge. Yummy knowledge.
I fucking get knowledge, bro.
I will update.
All day I get knowledge.
Yummy, yummy knowledge.
Does he write yummy knowledge? Did you?
Oh
write
yeah, he
yummy
goes,
knowledge?
okay, I'll read the last bit again.
Is there anything you didn't do at that time that was a food analogy, John? Good God. Fuck me.
Whoa, let's not go fat shaming, Elliot. Come on, man.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Yeah, here we go.
Shame here.
That's
Elliot.
cancelling.
I felt bad saying that. I don't want to get personal.
Yeah, it was but who cares? They're easy enough, and I get knowledge. Yummy knowledge.
Yummy knowledge.
And that was the Mighty King. He's back. The main event has entered the
But
ring.
where were you back?
I was
Where
back from King Geo WTF I was back from working at a summer camp, now starting university in Montreal. Also to clarify from the yes, it was a bachelor pad, but I did have a girlfriend throughout all of this. She just lived in a different place.
Oh, really?
Sure, she was your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, she go to a different school.
No, she did, but she lived in the same city. She existed. There's
She's real.
Yeah. Hilariously, she lived in Canada, but of course, my dad 100% met her like 7 times. He just does not remember. I would like you to know there might be a new comment on that post, Chris.
Oh shit! I forgot about the comments. Back to the
Did
library.
You
Back to the
make
library.
your own. Oh god! Did Decarp please tell me Decarp made his own live journal?
I forgot that. So we were talking about how like we didn't want to dox John, so I got the address for this so I could read it, and people were bribing me in the chat for the web address of it, and when I turned down all the money, Decarp just went, found it, and then just posted it in the chat.
I suppose you could just write in the main event, John Hastings.
There's not going to be many things you type into Google after Lugarius and John Journal. That's going to it's going to be a short amount of
Why are you
Google.
experimenting with different nicknames?
It was
You already had a winner.
Yeah,
You
it
already
was-
had a winner with the main event. Why are we pivoting to Mighty King? Why are we pivoting?
Elliot,
I like Mighty King. I
it
think
was
that's good.
lugubrious. Yeah, but let's all not fucking forget. I'm Professor John, the main event.
You can't get away with saying the word lugubrious. Who do you think you are, Greg Proops? Yeah,
I certainly do.
The term yummy knowledge just kind of makes me think of, when guys try to give you reasons as to why swallowing is good for you. It's like, oh, semen makes you smarter.
Yummy knowledge.
Semen
what,
makes you
though?
smarter. It's yummy knowledge.
What
When,
about
when-
amount of
I don't know
calories
why,
is a
but
snack
that's
size
what
Mars
came to
bar?
my head.
When
Elliot,
I was
did-
in the tent and I heard my friends at it, when I went out of the tent, I told all my friends, I've got some yummy knowledge. I've got some yummy knowledge. Do you want to know what it is? And they were like, yeah, yum, yum, yum. I told
That's
them.
why they call it get some brain.
Elliot, what Elliot, what did you do? Why are you laughing harder right now? Why is in the chat Elliot is a fellow detective, I see. What did you do, Elliot?
No, I didn't do anything, but I he was just saying that that's clearly how he found it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's hardly detective work.
No, it was
We've
so-
given them verbatim dialogue.
You
It was-
essentially created a brand new sentence with the phrase "the main event." John McNeish Hastings.
So the comments are pretty low key. El Prez 64
Good.
says, "Welcome back, Johnny."
Yeah.
Seen in a box says SREDKTBH. Does that make any sense to you?
No idea whatsoever.
Nope. Anybody know what that might be an acronym for?
Well, probably one of his fucking nicknames.
And Decarp, March 31st, 2021, says, "Silly Billy, yummy knowledge, no."
That is a chef's kiss.
Oh, that is
great.
excellent.
All right, let's watch Chaz do some singing, and
Oh,
then
yes,
fuck off.
please.
This was my brief foray into musical theatre, which I still love dearly, but I know I'm not qualified to do it.
Oh, don't say that.
yeah, goddamn right, Elliot.
I'm not even sure I can bear to watch this.
Hey, if you don't you fucking dare. I have to sit here every day while we read from that goddamn live journal.
Oh fuck! It's 1 a.m.
Is it cabaret seat?
Afternoon alone with my
That is Jamie Sheesby. He's still an actor. He's very good.
Okay, so he's very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Him or the puppet?
That was one of the other puppets I bought for the routine.
Oh, you bought 2 puppets.
Yeah, but one was a hand puppet and one was a full rod operated.
Oh look,
puppet.
you've given yourself the good puppet.
Yeah, I'm giving myself the good puppet.
He was being real friendly, and I think he was coming on.
Those are the genes of someone who wants to be in the arts, right there. Like you're just something about them. If your genes are too loose on the thigh, you really want to be recognized for your words.
Is it bad that the thing that really annoys me about this is that I'm not committing enough to the voice?
Yeah, that is not what you annoy you about.
That at all, Chaz.
I do want to roast you, but I also want to say this is fucking brave, man, to do a high school theatre song called "I Wish You Were Gay" with puppets.
No, it's
fucking
if you were gay.
Yeah,
if you were gay.
Avenue Q used to be my favorite musical when I was younger. I think I saw it 5 times when it was on the West End.
But is this at like a musical?
This
school?
is in my school's hall, and it was just like a regular secondary school.
Oh, dude, fuck.
You look like the Wachowski.
Did you suffer any repercussions of this?
Yeah, great question.
No, not really. It was a fairly like chilled out school.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's amazing because like I'm going purely based off of the streets I've walked of Bedford, and I feel like you sing this song in certain portions of that town.
Well, if they were nice enough, I think that gives us leeway to be as homophobic as we like. No, sorry.
So Bedford is in the town Bedford, not as in Bedfordshire. Okay.
Yeah. Bedford is the county town of Bedfordshire.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. This is an independent.
Don't apologise.
School.
You can't help where you came from.
This is an independent school called Bedford Modern School.
Oh, shit.
well, that
they
explains it all.
encouraged you. They encouraged it.
Yeah.
Not like my fucking school where they're like, shut the fuck up, sit down.
Oh my god.
As Alex pointed out way earlier in the chat, I am low key posh.
There was a this is how fucking fucked up my high school was, and there's someone who went there. There was a kid who, while losing his virginity at a house party, came too quickly, and the entire school made fun of him so much he left the school and moved to another school. And this is how even more fucked up it was. A friend of mine ran into him maybe 2 years ago, and at the party, like they were at like a works thing, and he like, oh hey man, it was you who did that, and like used the name, and the guy was like, why would you bring that up fucking 20 years later? And like he got really
weird.
And I said to my friend, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't have brought that up again. And he was like, but that's how I knew him. Like I didn't know.
It's weird though that made him leave the school. Like it's not that embarrassing.
It was.
Is it?
I mean, it wasn't that. No, it's not that embarrassing. Listen, we all jizz all the time, and it's something that happens quickly.
It's like, well, I suppose it was embarrassing while he was at the school. If everyone's going, "Hey, we all lost ages. We're 15."
Like,
it's just find a way to make things mean, though. That's what.
Like
it's the brutality of it.
Let's put
it's
it this
quite
way.
addictive as well, though, because you'd be on Twitter and you're like, "Oh, I'm tempted to do the same."
People were suspended from school for using the nickname the entire school brought up because he walked on stage to lay a wreath, and like 3 people yelled it at him during the Remembrance Day.
What was the name?
No, but that goes from mean to funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the timing on it?
A part of like literally like laying the
timing
wreath
is key here.
Laying the wreath, and then one person just went two pump chub.
Was it right as he was bending down to lay the wreath? Because that's the perfect moment.
And I know one of the people. Bear in mind, there was one of 3 people that yelled it. So one person yelled it like brutal silence. Second person yelled it. Then the third person yelled it, and they all got fucking like huge trouble. And I knew the person who yelled it the third time, and he was like, "I didn't think I was going to get in trouble because I figured the teachers would be too busy looking for the first two people."
Oh,
That's very funny. No, that is very funny.
oh, that's so bad. Oh no.
Two pump jump.
Two pump jump. Oh my god. He's laying off. What was the Remembrance Day?
What is you?
Yeah, it was November 11th. It was like Remembrance Sunday, but in Canada, it's always on the day.
Okay.
Somebody should have said it during the minute silence.
He might have thought that I was gay.
Right there.
The line delivery, Reddit.
This is really funny because Elliot doesn't know the musical, so this is him getting Avenue Q for the first time, and that's
this is a really bad. Yeah, this is a really bad.
I don't either. I don't know this musical either.
Perfect. It is just like this.
So desperate for the laugh, I just fucking hit that word.
Yeah.
So
Loving
How many times did you rehearse this?
Probably about 5 times.
And not through any of them you went, should we just do Lion King?
I think that would be more embarrassing.
I feel that would be worse.
The Lion King?
Because the whole
At your
cast are
school?
black in the musical.
It could have been a giraffe.
I mean, I could have asked the one black person at the school.
I think this is the line of the fucking day. Perfect interpretation of comfort zone. All right, let's see. We haven't even gotten to the musical part
You
yet.
haven't even gotten to the We put the whole preamble scene in.
Have for lunch today. Well, there's no need to get defensive. I'm not defensive.
They're
You're
loving
killing.
it though.
You're
They're
killing.
fucking loving it.
We should be able to talk about
Not the two ladies on the left.
About it, okay? I am trying to read. This conversation is over. Yeah.
He's good.
Okay.
Yeah, he is good. He's still an actor.
But just so you know,
I feel like you should have had a stick for the other arm of the puppet because it just looks like it hangs uselessly.
Yeah, like I
He
should
had
have
a
tucked it in or
stroke.
something.
This isn't as embarrassing as you think it is.
Yeah.
This isn't
Yeah.
this isn't that bad.
I just want to
This
point
It
out.
is. The song is a funny song, so
Yeah.
get away.
Yeah,
And
like
the
you
fact
can
that you're
lean
singing-
into it.
all that time.
You're
Is
singing
it-
it to a kid who's about to come out is also kind of nice.
Yeah,
It's
like,
just
I-
this is a test run.
I like how I show my blog where I'm an emo douche main event McNeish Hastings, and Chaz is like, "Oh, this video is really embarrassing." Here I am doing a pretty good job of singing at a very young age,
Yeah.
surrounded by a supportive community.
I would
learned
like
a
to
whole
point
new
out that
skill
I
for
was not
this
the one who
show.
suggested this.
Yeah. Once again. Yeah, but but you could have been like, "Oh, guy, it's not that embarrassing," all that sort of stuff, and so we were all
Yeah.
psyched. We were all
I'm
psyched.
a
Guys, you
very
were like,
bad
"Oh
judge
my
of what's
God, this is
embarrassing and what's not
very-
embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll watch a little bit more, but I think this is I can't believe a Baby Gap made those shirts that tight, Chaz. Very nice.
I can't believe you didn't hear about belts.
Yeah, I was very anti-belt for a long portion of my life.
Then how are your trousers even on, bro? Like you were like you were.
I was from the ages of like 15 to about 22. I was 9 stone 8. Like,
Tiny boy,
tiny
little
boy, And-
thin
and-
boy.
and yet somehow miraculously 6 feet tall.
I think this is
I
quite
don't know how I
nice.
held myself up. Is the honest answer.
Yeah, I don't think this is as bad as you think it. I think this is quite
This
nice.
is very nice.
I think he knows, and he wants us to see it because it's so good.
No, that's not. I didn't suggest it.
It's not as
Thank
like
you for the follow, Farrah. Go ahead, Elliot.
it's like if you did this at my school, then yeah,
Oh
this
my
would
God.
be
I'd
my
be
God,
murdered.
you'd have been well, yeah, you wouldn't it wouldn't have gone down as well.
I think
All
this
right.
is the only dirt on me that exists on the internet. The music video from my brief foray as the drummer of an art punk band is lost to time.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
It's just
All right.
it's just my first stand-up clip. That's the worst thing I've ever got. But that's
Oh yeah,
Oh,
actually, the
you've
worst
got-
thing
you've
I've
got
ever
it on
got is
YouTube.
his the comedy review, which has clips of me doing stand-up and me praising Louis C.K. as a comedy genius.
Yay!
I mean, as long as that wasn't shot in 2017, you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was early lockdown.
It was
Elliot, you-
2011, but I was comparing myself to these. I was just like, well, I have a very similar style to, It was,
So Elliot, where
David Bowie?
Yeah, Elliot, where is your first stand-up clip? Where is that?
Oh fuck no, man! I'm not doing this.
No, we don't have to do it now. We don't have to do it now, but we can do it at some point.
All right, I'll do it at some point with you.
right, great.
It's on. I'll send you it. It's on YouTube. It's Radio 1 Low Lounge.
Yep, I have it.
Oh,
I already have it brought up. Good. All right, good. I know what it
Your
is.
first ever gig.
No,
I'd been going for like 6 months, and because I was
Oh, my God.
16, they were like, let's get a 16-year-old stand up in. And what's worse about it is I'm still like a 16-year-old who's not very good at stand up, but I want to be like quite a dark comedian. So
Okay.
like, but I don't know how to do it. So
Is it like-
Of course he was going to do this.
Is it like?
What did you think was going to happen?
I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I just can't. The last time I
Contains
watched
strong
that,
language.
the last time I watched that clip was with Kai Humphries. We watched our first stand-up clips. We were just roasting them with each other, and he brought that up, and I was in the same t-shirt like 5 years later.
Yeah.
Just to somehow made it even more humiliating.
That has happened to me before as well. I linked somebody to a YouTube clip of me, and they were like, "You are wearing the same T-shirt right now," and it's just because, like, why would you throw out perfectly good shirts?
It's true. I mean, yeah.
It's not like they're full of holes or anything, and I still like how they look.
On that phenomenal note of advice of just wear whatever shirt you want. Chaz, any plugs you have?
Yes. On Sunday, the 18th of April, I am doing a 12-hour live stream event from noon till midnight with Tom Crosby, and we are raising money for Sisters Uncut, which is an intersectional feminist charity.
Oh, great.
And we have a shit ton of guests who are going to be there. We've got, off the top of my head, Lily Phillips, Alison Taylor Scott, Siblings, Jen Ives, Yasmin Day, like a shit ton of comedians and other brilliant people. So please do tune in for that because we're trying to raise as much money as possible. And it'll be super great. That's Sunday, the 18th of April, starting at noon.
Wonderful. Elliot, plugs.
Instagram and Twitter.
Which is?
Elliot Stillcom and at Elliot Still on Insta. So Elliot Stillcom on Twitter and Elliot Still on Insta.
Elliot, people are still waiting for you to hit Twitch, by the way. You started your account with us live on the air.
Yeah, I need to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Just play some fucking Among Us, mate. It's not
Yeah.
like...
All right,
Elliot,
I'll do that.
amazing at Among Us.
Oh,
I'll play Among Us with you guys one day this week. Then.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, we do
I'd
it.
like that.
It's fun. Yeah, we'll do it as friends as well. That'd be nice, man. Just to
Yeah,
hang
that'd be
out.
lovely.
Yeah. We'll head over to the old LOL lounge. Have a great time.
It'd be nice to cop with everyone.
John, message me when you want to do that. I'll do that with you on this.
Tomorrow, I want to do that.
All right,
So let's do it tomorrow.
We can do it on tomorrow night's stream.
Yeah, tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, 10 p.m.
Co-stream it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Elliot Steele will be back tomorrow for us to watch it. That's his Elliot's plug. Tune in tomorrow at 10 p.m. for Elliot Steele's first stand-up clip. Suze, plugs?
Hello, yeah, I stream on Twitch. I do 2 podcasts. One's called Mystery on the Rocks. It's true crime and cocktails. The other one's the Official Queen podcast with John Robbins and Simon Lupton and Rohan Akaria. We do it. It's about the band Queen, not the Lady Queen. And I'm on Twitter, SOOZUK. The end.
So efficient. Ashley, plugs?
Just my Twitch stream, which I think you already have a command for the link there in the chat. So yeah, just my Twitch stream, please.
Oh, cool. I'll drop you a follow.
Please do. Gareth?
Thank you.
Just the Concordia University Wikipedia page.
Yeah, love it. Head on over, everybody.
Notable alum.
Yeah, I am a notable alumnus. You're not wrong. Christopher?
Follow me on Twitch. I've got 2 podcasts. One is the Chris Betts Versus podcast where I debate against comedians. We had Gareth and Elliot on a couple weeks ago. It was fantastic. So go check that out. Elliot argues in favor of killing women a lot on that episode. It's very strange. It's very strange hour.
How do you feel about You'd be like, I'd like to take the head of women.
And then I have another one, which is the Big Shiny podcast, where my friend Jordan and I, he's a musician in Montreal, we go back and we listen to the Big Shiny Tunes compilations, which is like alt rock from 1996 to 2009. And we just talk about that. So if that was your era, come on down and suffer with us. It's a fucking nightmare. It was a terrible time for music. That's it.
Come
Well, great.
on down and suffer.
I got a podcast called The Wrestler Review. Go check it out. You can watch me on Twitch with Chris every day at 10 p.m. or whatever time that is. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on all of that stuff. I'm doing stand-up at Flappers Comedy Club online on Saturday, and doing, if you want to come see me try out new material for if and when we ever fucking get to go do comedy clubs again, just email me, johnhastingspodcast@gmail.com, and you can get a link for Friday at 8 p.m. GMT. Finally, I think that's all of my plugs. Thank you so much, everyone who gave your time.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
This was really, really fun.
This was great.
This was very, very silly. I hope that we are doing a live stream of Gareth's come down, because this is going to be exciting.
Why? Gareth, what did you take?
I didn't take anything.
Oh, okay.
It's just the fact that he's very neutral, and it looks like he's just staring at the wall.
Gareth comes in, swings hard, and leaves. Here's the question.
Gareth and I followed each other on Twitter during this stream. So. Sorry, I just it's a yummy knowledge.
That is
by the way. It's up to me, John.
It's interesting because I actually unfollowed Chris, Elliot, and Chaz during the stream.
Is it because I'm a better thespian than you, John?
Sir, that's part of it. It's mostly jealousy. Yes, of course. Just seeing versus what I think, what's embarrassing in my personal life and what's embarrassing in your personal life, and just seeing how much better of a life you've led. It's insane. Gareth, you need to throw back the stash. Finally, who are we rating, everybody? Who do we want to rate?
Who's online right now?
Anyone?
And why is it not Gareth?
Yeah, Gareth,
Andrew
go back.
G.
I don't know who that is, but I can
He's
rate.
a world record holder in Super Mario Brothers.
Is he really?
Sometimes I watch him play Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, that's
It's just-
online.
And it's just Andrew G.
Yeah. You don't have to rate him. He'll be hello.
Oh wait, who else is on? Roscoe's on.
Roscoe's on.
Roscoe's on. Yeah.
So we haven't rated Roscoe in a while. Shall we raid Roscoe?
Yeah, let's do Roscoe.
All right. What is the raid message going to be?
Yummy knowledge.
Yummy knowledge. Yummy knowledge.
Yummy knowledge. It is. Thank you all so much for being here. And oh, God damn it, John.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It was super
this
fun.
was a blast.
We'll be back tomorrow. I'm so glad I didn't have to go to physio because I got exposure to COVID, or I would have missed out on this very fun stream. Yeah. Raid Roscoe. Thank you, everybody. There we go.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
See you guys. Thanks for coming on.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
There is no post stream. There is no post one stream.
Yep.
No post stream by city because we went 3 hours.
We went 3.5 hours, and I did it earlier, and I have to pee, but I may come on late night anyway. But yeah, see ya later. And rating now.
Bye, everybody.